Hello everyone, welcome to ExcelR's YouTube channel. I'm Tvisha, your career counselor. This is the course on the recent trending technology, data analytics, which has seen immense growth in the last few years. It has also created many job opportunities for the freshers to enter the IT industry without the knowledge of programming. And for working professionals, learning data analytics helps in their career transition. So data analytics can be divided into 4 modules. First one is Excel and Advanced Excel, second one is Tableau, third one is Power BI, and fourth one is MySQL. In this video, we will be covering Excel, so please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Now let's quickly jump into the course.
Hi, so my name is Dharmendra and I will be your Excel trainer. So we know that Excel is used in all the industries, and as a data analyst or as a business analyst, this is one of the most demanding skills. So we know that Excel is the mother of all the BI tools. So if you know Excel, understanding will be easy for all the other BI tools like Power BI and Tableau. As we know that Excel is very vast subject, so we are going to discuss all the skills what is required for a data analyst. See what data analyst does that: extract the data, transform, data cleaning and load, and then we can go for visualization, make a dashboard and report and say it to the stakeholders. This is the entire life cycle of a data analyst job. So in Excel learning series, in this video we are going to discuss about introduction of Excel, how to do navigation inside the Excel, how to give file names concept. We have primary name, secondary name or extension name. We will discuss about some basic formula and functions as well as naming range, name manager, how to create new name or edit name, delete name, and how to use in formula. We will discuss about referencing concept, how the absolute referencing or mixed referencing and related referencing works here. We will discuss about the financial functions. In that category, we will discuss how to do EMI calculation, future value calculation, present value, as well as we will discuss the new function has come in Excel 365 like unique functions, sequence functions, RANDARRAY function, sort by, filter. All these functions we are going to discuss in this video. So let's start learning about Excel. First we will discuss about basic Excel and then we'll go for advanced Excel. So understand what is Excel all about. So it is an electronic spreadsheet application developed by Microsoft in the year of 1985, and after that so many development happened in Excel. We'll discuss in detail as well. So I told one term called spreadsheet. So what is spreadsheet all about? So any software contain data in rows and columns is called spreadsheet. There are so many other spreadsheet applications are, like you can go for Google Sheets, we have LibreCalc, we have OpenOffice, WPS Office, but Excel you can say you cannot compare with anyone other you can say spreadsheet. According to market survey, more than 80% user using in the field of spreadsheet, they are using Excel. According to the CEO of Microsoft, they says that more than 700 million people use Excel around the world, and according to him, he says that he cannot imagine a world without Excel. Right now, if you go for any industry, any sector, all data will be maintained in Excel itself, because this is the core. As well as according to the profile what we are discussing here, as a data analyst or as a business analyst, Excel is the core subject. So we have told about one term called spreadsheet. So any software that contain data in rows and columns is called a spreadsheet. So here we can see these horizontal lines are called rows and these vertical lines are called columns, and this entire sheets we call as a worksheet. So when you start Excel first time, Excel will give a name called book. So we tell book as a workbook. Excel file is known as workbook. If I keep on opening a new files, you tell book 1, book 2, book 3 like this. And here you can see the workbook is collection of worksheets. So whenever you want to add a new worksheet, we can add here. So how many worksheet we can add maximum in an Excel workbook? Any guess, any idea? Let's see, I will tell you, you can add up to 10 lakhs plus worksheet in a single workbook, right? So actually that is not required, but just for awareness, I told you, we can add up to 10 lakhs plus worksheet in a single workbook, right? And as far as row and column concern, here see this 1, 2, 3, 4 numerical values are called rows and these alphabets are called column here. So maximum how many row and column we have in this application we can see here. So just you can press one shortcut, we have control and down arrow key, you can see here you can add up to 10,48,576 number of rows we can add in a single worksheet, and the columns will be alphabet. So what will the last column name? You can go here and press control right arrow key and you can see this is my last column we have. So here we have 16,000 plus columns are there in Excel. If you want to know that, we can write a very simple function here, column. Let's see, I have not written a very complex function in the formula bar, column, and it will tell you I am in which column right now. So this is 16,384 columns are there. Let's come back to our first column. So control left arrow key, we are in the first column of Excel. So the question is why Microsoft have given a very difficult number to remember, 10,48,576 number of rows and 16,384 column. So there is a reason behind that. As we know very well, the computer understand binary language, and the binary, what is the base we have? 2, right? So when you go and just write a simple formula here, not very complex, just write here and give a exponent sign and write here 2 to the power 20, you got this number 10,48,576. In the same way, if you write here 2 to the power 16 and we got the number, but one thing always remember, all Excel and function formula start with equal sign. So here we got one more number, 65,536, we will discuss that also, what is all about. Right here 2 to the power 14 and we got the number, again this number we have seen few minutes back, 16,384 columns are there. So this is the capacity of Excel worksheet. So already we discussed that we have 10 lakhs plus rows, 16,000 plus columns in a single worksheet, and like that we can add up to 10 lakhs plus worksheet. So in a single worksheet we can add up to more than 7 billion cells, 17 billion cells we can have in a single worksheet. So if a person want to plan, today I am going to fill this worksheet, it is next to impossible in entire lifetime to fill a worksheet by entering data. So that is the reason most of the companies, most of the industry, they are maintaining data in Excel itself. So when you start your Excel, let's understand the entire interface about this. The first and top, this toolbar is called QAT. If you click on this arrow key, Excel says that the name of this toolbar is QAT, Quick Access Toolbar. So the name only suggests that Quick Access Toolbar means what? If any option if you want to access, you can add into this toolbar now. Let me tell you for example, if you go for any other toolbar, for example, let's say I use so much frequently remove duplicates, right? So if I am in home tab and I need to go for remove duplicate, again all the way I have to go for data tab, start searching where is the remove duplicate options. So what we should do, just go for any tool you want to add in your QAT, go for right click on this, and here we have an option called add to QAT. If you click here, right now I am in home tab also, I can easily access here QAT. So name only suggests that if any tool you use more frequently, so those tools you can add in your QAT. Let me tell you for example, if you go for view tab, and most of the time I use freeze panes, so just right click, add to the QAT. I am in home tab, I am in anywhere I am right now. If you want to use these tools, I can go for QAT and I can access that. But sometime if I don't want this, you can follow the same process, go for right click, and here you can say remove from the QAT, right click and remove from the QAT. So this is the way you can customize your quick access toolbar. And here if you have search box, anything you want to find out in Excel, you can type here, you can get it. And right hand side we have minimize, restore and close button. Just below your QAT we have a large toolbar called ribbon. So ribbon bar, you can sometime if you, right now I can see, you can see in my screen I can see up to 20 rows. Sometime you need some extra space, I don't want this ribbon for some time. So just go for any tab, right click, and you can go for collapse the ribbon. So ribbon will be hidden for you, you can get some extra space. I can see right now 3 or 4 rows extra. If you want to get back once again, follow the same process, right click and uncheck this. And for that there is a shortcut also we have, you can just bring your pointer. Excel says that control plus F1 to hide the ribbon and control plus F1 to bring back your ribbon bar. So, and this ribbon is divided in multiple groups. You can say multiple tabs first. Let's go for home, or we have insert or page layout or formula or data or view or review. These all are called tabs. And these tabs are divided in certain groups. You can say here clipboard, font, alignment, numbers, styles. These are the certain groups we have. So these all these commands, they have follow some common natures. That's why they are under one common group. So if you want to explore some more options, because all feature they have not able to kept in the ribbon and group itself, so there is a small arrow key is there. This is called dialog box launcher. If you click on this, one dialog box will come for you, and you can explore some extra features which are not available in the ribbon. Just below ribbon, we have a large toolbar called formula bar. So this is the place you are going to write your all formula and functions, right? And beside that, we have one small rectangle box. This is called name box. So name box contain your current cell address. As you know that spreadsheet is combination of row and columns. So when the intersection of row and column is called cell here. This is the smallest unit in your spreadsheet. For example, I am in C5, C column and 5th row. So this cell address is C5. So the name box will keep your current cell address. You are in which cell right now? So I am in C5. Let's go and change the cell address. I am in H7. So always remember, first in a cell name, first column name, and then row name, like this. So this is your name box, formula bar, and this alphabets are called here columns. These numbers are called here row. And at the bottom you will see here the different worksheets are there. And below we have one toolbar called status bar. It says that ready. Ready means Excel is ready to take our input here. Any kind of command and function if you write, it will give you perform the answer. Right now we will discuss that here we have the font. It will, if anything you want to change in the formatting about the font. Let's say for example, if you write here, I've written a very simple text here. If you want to make it as bold, you can go for bold, or there is a shortcut also. We have Control B. You can make it as bold. If you want to make it as italic, or I want to make it as underline, I can do that. There is a small arrow key is there. If you want to go for double underline, you can do that one as well. And any point of time, if you don't want this, you can just again you can press the same button, and you will get back your original data itself. So the cells are a combination of grid lines, right? So sometimes you don't want this grid lines, so you can go for view tab, and here we have an option called grid lines. So your worksheet is exactly same to same, the cell address, everything is fine, but the grid lines are not there. You want to get back here, you can again, it should be in the same tab, view tab, and you can click on this grid lines, you get back all your grid lines is back here. So sometime why I told you to remove grid lines and all, if you want to create one dashboard or report, you don't want to display this grid lines, you can off and you can on this, or maybe if you don't want formula bar for some time, or if you don't want the headers, you can remove that. If you don't want this ribbon, you can collapse the ribbon. So your worksheet look like a very plain page. You can create your dashboard and report for your analysis and all. Let's come back here. I want to get back all this feature. So go for view tab, and again you can get back formula bar, get back your grid lines and header as well. So this is all about your interface here. Most of the time you will working in home tab, and the tab only says that the main working area will be in home tab, or insert, the name only says that you are going to insert something like your graph or chart or pivot table, anything, you have to go for insert tab. If you want to change the orientation, maybe orientation of landscape, or so paper size and all, or print area, the background and all of your page, you can go for page layout. All formula and function will be in the formula tab, and data tab will be all about manipulating your data, sorting, filtering and all those things, getting external data in Excel. You can work on the data tab, and here we have review for spelling, grammar, workbook statistics and all, you can check here. The view tab, the different view you can change here, and developer only for the VBA developers, the programmers who can do program in Excel, and any kind of help you want, you can click on the help tab, you can get it at. So this is a brief introduction about your ribbon, and formula bar and entire worksheets. Yeah, so we discuss about the interface of Excel, like what is workbook, QAT, we discuss about ribbon, formula bar or name box, or you can say column, row and all those things. So let's understand the capacity of Excel, like number of row and column. I told you by column function. We can come to know by one more option we have. We'll go for Excel option, go for file, and here we have go for options. Inside option you'll go and see here formulas. Inside formula you'll get one option called, here we have, let's say for example, inside formula I have an option called R1C1 reference style. If I go and press this option, you can see here your columns are also in numerical value itself. So easily we can make out we have 16,384 columns are there. Again, I don't want this column in numerical format, so how to get back? Follow same process, go for file. Inside file we have options. In options you can go for formulas and uncheck this option R1C1 style, and you get back your columns once again back here. So as far as capacity concerned, we can come to know this is a button called select all. So if I click on this, if I click on this select all button, what I will do, I will increase the name box size here. Click on this and you can come to know the name box says that we have 10,48,576 number of rows and 16,384 columns. So this is this many number of cells we have in a Excel workbook, in a Excel worksheet. So let's see, I have a data here, right here, ExcelR. I have a data here and it's look like it's crossing the what do you say, the cell. So what I will do, click on the header of the cell, just double click, it will get auto adjust by itself. Now I told you how to make the data as bold, you can make, or italic, or you can say underline, we can do that. If you want to go for border, you can go for all border, you can give here. You can give the some fill color, you can give some fill color, or maybe let me check here. Yeah, we can give some fill color. We can go for to change the font color. You can change any font color from this point. Any font color you can change here. To increase the font size, you can increase the font size from this point, and for decreasing the font size, you can decrease here. To change the different font style, here we have a lot of font style options. You can go and change according to your requirement. You can change here. Let's say I can change this. Right now I want to copy this and paste this in some other cell. So there are multiple ways to do copy paste in Excel. The very simple method what we have, go for select the cell in your ribbon home tab. There is a group called clipboard we have, go for copy, and which cell you want, go for the destination cell, and here we have one button called paste here, and you can paste here. So this is one method we learn. Let's say how can we copy? So you can go for shortcut Control C, and wherever you want to paste, Control V for paste. This is another way we can do that. Or what we can do, just hold down Control key and you can click on the arrow key, the edge of the cell, and wherever you want to paste, you can just drag and drop. So this is the way also you can do that, copy and paste in Excel. Now here if you written here, I have written here one cell ExcelR solution. I want the same formatting what I have done here for ExcelR EdTech in this. So simply we have one button called Format Painter. What it will do, like to look at the particular selection you can apply, and that looks other content in the document. So just you can click on this once, and wherever you want to apply, just click on that. The same format is Format Painter, copy the formatting, not the content. Okay, and any point of time if you don't want, so go in a blank cell without any formatting, click on Format Painter and click here, again you get back your data original way. Now so we discuss about the clipboard group, we discuss about the font group here. Let's see what is say that about alignment. So now here we have I can go for, let's say, increase the column height here. So you can go for center is coming in the center of the cell, or you go on the top of the cell. So here we have their total 6, you can say, alignments are their top, middle and bottom we have, and again we have left, center and right. So if you go for the, already I am in left alignment, so what we can do, let's come to the bottom right now and go for the center alignment and right alignment and left alignment. So this is the way you can change the alignment of the cell. Suppose for example you don't want to complete make it in the center, you want to give some little space here, so you can go for increase indent. Wherever you want to, you can increase indent, and if you again you want to reduce, you can go and reduce indent also. Just that below we have angle, you can go and change the angle clockwise, you can change, or you can go and go for vertical, you can change of according to your requirement. So according to a requirement you can change the alignment also, or anti-clockwise you can do that, or you can go for rotate text up, or maybe rotate text down. So it depends on the requirement, you can change here. If you want to explore more, you can go for this format cell alignment option, and again you can change from here also. Now our data is come to the top, and you can increase the decrease the column. Let's see here. So this is the, now what we can do for suppose I have data in multiple cells, we can go for merge and center as well, and merge the, suppose I want to make a large cell for some heading and all, so you can select multiple cells and go for merge and center. So it is one cell right now, we can give some header and all, and if you go for unmerge, again you get back your data like this, how it was earlier, right? So let's see here, if I'm going to write here, written here at tech, so it looks like it's going crossing the cell address. So if you don't want, and you don't want to increase the column width also, so go for wrap text. Wrap text means whenever your content will touch the border of the cell, the next data will come to the next in the same line itself. So this is called wrap text. And if you don't want to come to the next line and don't want to increase the column width, we have one more option called shrink to fit. Shrink to fit means it will shrink the content and it will fit inside the cell itself. So these all comes under your alignment group here. So we are discussing about ribbon. Already we discussed about alignment, font, cut, copy, paste options. So today we'll discuss about number format. So Excel have so many different kinds of number formatting. You can keep it as journal, you can keep it as number, date and time, short date, long date, custom, or according to your requirement you can modify in custom any kind of formatting however you want. So let's get started about this. So we are in ribbon, and in home tab we have an option called number. You can click on this arrow key, you can get all the number formatting. General we have our numbers already says that any numerical value you can keep here. You can increase or decrease the decimal point, the comma position you can change here, currency you can change. So let's see how it works. So what we will do, that we have a basic column here. Let's go and select this where you want to use this number formatting. And if you want to explore more, you can go for this arrow key, and here also you can get number formatting. Let's see, for example, right now I say that 0 decimal place. Suppose I want to increase decimal, maybe 1 or 2 decimal place, we can use here, and we can get it, the number of decimal place will be increased. If you want to decrease, again we can click on this button to decrease the decimal, and to increase you can use this option also. To use any comma position, you can click on this comma position also, or if you want again go for number formatting, you can click on the number formatting. You can change, see, like use 1000 as a separator. If you want, you can uncheck this. So you can see the comma will be not available for you. Again, if you want and go and use here, use as a 1000 separator. So you can get here the comma position will be added for you. So this is all about number formatting. If you click on this option, you can go for currency here. So currency also, if we have a 2 decimal place, if you want to increase or decrease, you can do that from this place. Or here we have lot of currency options, different country. So any country currency if you want to use here, you can just suppose for example I want here U for USA. You can just scroll this and you can see here we have USD, US dollar you can use here and you can get it here. So that part, if you go and increase the, sometime you will see this option like this kind of you can see just few minutes back what we had, this hash sign. What is trying to tell you? It says that your content is larger than the column width. So we can increase this and you can get again every data will be visible for you. Again, if you want to come back with the Indian currency here, you can go for this and this is scroll here, go on the top here. We can like you can English India we have, or different country wherever we want you can use this option. Let's see, if you don't want any currency format you can choose none, or rupees if you want to can again get back to the rupees option here. So this is the way you can change any currency format. Let's see what happened. There is a minor difference we have between currency and accounting. Click on this. If you go for accounting option, press OK right now. So can you see here the currency symbol will be left hand side and your data will be right hand side. So if you want to represent data in this fashion, go for accounting, or if you want the currency symbol should be next to that, so you can use currency format itself. Then you can go for here, let's say go for date. If you have any date column, you can go for date and time also. Also according to the situation you can select date format. We have how you want long date or short date. If in different location also we have a different kind of date formatting, you can select from here. We have a different calendar option also, we can select according to your requirement, time also as well. So one thing remember, Excel always, even date also, Excel understand date as a number. So as for display you are displaying as a date, but behind the screen Excel understand as a number. So let me tell you for example here, if I write today's date, let's say, or how to get today's date, there is a shortcut we have, control semicolon you can press, I got the today's date. So the date formatting we have here like this. If you want to understand what is the value of this date, so you can go for this, you can go for this and click on general here. See, the value is 45,544. So how this number has come? So let me tell you, Excel calendar start from 1900. You can just write here. I have written here this date 11/1900. I want to know the value of this, so you can go here and say general. So Excel says that this is the day 1 in Excel calendar. So from that day, today's this many days has passed already. So any point of time you want to change the formatting, you can go here and say short date, or if you want long date also, you can go and you can click on this long date also, you can customize here. For time also same thing. Let's see, for example, I can write here control shift colon to getting time here. Right now I want to change the time format. So here you can see custom right now. Click on this, go for time, and time also have a lot of different format how you want here. 24-hour clock you want, or 12-hour clock you want. According to your requirement, you can just go and select this, and your time will be displaying in that fashion itself. If you want to explore more about formatting, you can click on this arrow key and go for here custom. And custom, we have a lot of styles are there for formatting. Let me tell you one tricks here what you can do that with formatting. Suppose for example you have a data, let's say here I'm written here ExcelR, and I don't want it should visible for the any audience. So you can press here, there is a shortcut also we have, press Ctrl 1, you can get here format cell, right? So go for custom here, and in custom what we can do, just in this type box you type 3 times semicolon, 3 times, and press OK right now. Once you do that, see this cell have a data but is not visible. If you go and see here in the formula bar, it is visible for you, but if you go for cell address, it is not visible. So what I have done, I have changed the formatting. So what we come to know, if you any cell you have a formatting with the 3 semicolon sign, means it will be hidden data, it will not visible for you. Let's go and delete this and press OK right now. Again your data is back. So these are the things you can do that in number formatting. And let me delete this part right now. And this part, styles have a lot of things to discuss, like conditional formatting or format as a table, cell style. So all these topics we will discuss in detail in upcoming videos, right? So let's see here, we are going to discuss about cells. What is cells all about? So for example, right now I have a data here, and on the top I want to insert a blank row. So what we can do, just go for insert, and what we have is this option called insert row. One extra row got added. In the same way, if you want to insert a column, so you can go here and press here insert column, and one column got added. And here if you go and say, if you want to, right now I have only one worksheet. So if you want to insert a new worksheet, you can click on this, we got a new worksheet as well, right? So we learn here how to insert a row, how to insert a column, and how to insert a cell. Cell, how you can insert, suppose I am in a location and I want to go for a blank cell here, click on insert and press OK right now, and you can see here a blank cell got added here. According to that, the row got shifted right hand side. I don't want this, you can go for Control Z, again you can get back the data. So there is a shortcut also, we have to add the insert row. You can press Alt IR to insert a row and Alt IC to insert column. You can use this also. So we are in sales group and we discuss about insert, how to insert cells, how to insert row, how to insert column, and how to insert worksheet. Let's go for the, even we have discussed about the shortcut format also, what is shortcut to insert a new row and what is shortcut to insert new column. So now we'll go for delete part here. So if any cell, if you want to delete that, you can just click on the cell and you should be in delete option, go for delete cell, and you can just press OK right now. So you can see here one blank cell was there, that is got deleted. So column shifted left hand side, but I don't want this, so I can press Ctrl Z, I got back my data. Now if I want to delete this blank row on the top, what we have, so go to that row and here we have an option called delete row option we have, right? You can go for delete row and the rows got deleted. Now if you want to delete the columns, you can go here and say delete column, so that column will get deleted. And if you want to go for delete sheet, suppose I have an extra worksheet here, sheet 2, and this worksheet we don't want, so how to delete here, just you can go for delete option and delete sheet, the worksheet got deleted. So we are in sales group in the ribbon in home tab, and we discuss about inserting the means object in the worksheet, like inserting cell, inserting row, column and worksheet. In the same way, we discuss about deleting cell, deleting row, deleting column and deleting a worksheet. Now after this we have one more important topic called formatting the different object in the cell. So row height, what we have, suppose for example I have this first number row and I want to increase the height of this row. So what we can do, that go for format and here we have row option, you can click on this. Right now you say that 14.4. if you want to increase more, let's say you're writing here 25, and can you see here the row height got increased. Again in the same way, if you go here and say auto fit with the column width, for example let's say if I have this data, I have increased this column width and I want to auto fit of this column width. So what I can do, go for format and auto fit column width. So according to the height of the content, the row height will be changing by itself. In the same way, if you go and say here auto fit column width also we can increase here. For example, I am in column number C. In this column I want to increase the column width, so I can go for format and here we have column width, right now 14.11, let me make 25 here, and can you see here the column width got increased. Now again according to the content I want to do, it should be auto fit. So go here and the option what we have called auto fit column width, if you click here, according to the data the column will fit by itself. Now so we discuss about row height and auto fit for row height, column and column width. We should know what is the default width we have, so you can click on this, you can come to know Remember, standard column width will be 8.11 itself. According to the requirement, you can change. Now let's go here and hide, and we'll go for visibility option here. For example, let's see, I'm in row number 2 and I want to hide this row. So what I can do, go for format, and here we have an option, hide row. So this heading row is hidden right now, and how to get back, follow same process, go for hide, and this time you go for unhide row and you get back your row which one you have hidden few minutes back. Now we can go for, here we have, suppose for example, hide column. So I'm in column number B, and for time being I don't want this column. So what I can do, I can go for hide, and here we have hide columns. So you can see here the B number column is hidden right now, and how to get back, again you can go for unhide column and you can get back your hidden column as well. Right now we are in this visibility option. Here we learn about hide row and hide column, and unhide row and unhide column. Right now we have only one worksheet, so we cannot hide that. So what I will do, I will add one new worksheet. So right now we have two worksheets. For example, I want here sheet number 1 should be hidden for some time. So you can go for this option called hide, and what I want to hide this time, hide sheet. So sheet number 1 is hidden right now. How to get back, again go for format, and here we are, go for unhide sheet and click OK. Right now we can get back our hidden worksheet here. Next option we have here, organizing sheets, means in the format option in cell group, how to rename worksheet. So you can just click on this, and whatever name you want you can give your worksheet name, and you can see here the worksheet name got changed right now. Here we can go for move and copy. Right now I have a data worksheet. If you want to make a duplicate copy of this worksheet, so click on this, and remember you can click on this create copy and press OK right now. So you can see here my original worksheet name was data, and one duplicate copy got created of this worksheet. So this is the way, very simple method you can create your worksheet. For movement of the worksheet also you can go for move and copy, but this time don't check this box on here. I want here data worksheet should move at the end here, data, and I place OK right now. Or best way, you can just drag and drop wherever you want to can move your worksheet. Now so here we discuss about how to rename worksheet, move and copy worksheet. What we have next option, how to give tab color. So right now we have 3 worksheets are there, and all these 3 worksheet I want to give different colors. That will be look more realistic when you are making some project and all. So let's go and click on this option. Right now go and see here my data worksheet tab color got changed. Go for sheet 3 here, go for format and tab color. You can go and give some other color right now, and here we are, go for the sheet number 3. You can go and give some tab color again here. So this is the way you can change your worksheet tab color also, right? So next option we have here, how to protect worksheet. That is very simple. So what you can do, click on the data, and you should be in ribbon home tab, and here format we have, click on the format and go for protect worksheet. Protect worksheet, and here we can give some password, but make sure you are not forgetting the password, otherwise it will not allow to modify even you also. So that you should keep in mind as a user, you should never forget the password. Whatever worksheet name and password you are using, please keep in a keep in a safe place. So if you press OK right now, after this if you go and try to modify some data here, it doesn't allow. What one error we are getting here, the cell or chart you're trying to change is protected. To unprotect, you can unprotect the worksheet. For that you require password. So remember, if you are not supplying right password, you will be not able to edit this worksheet. So now how to unprotect, again follow same process, go for unprotect option, give correct password, and you can see you are able to edit the worksheet. Control Z here. So now Here we discuss about again format cell, what we have discussed from this number group. The same formatting you can do that by this format also, format cell we have. The same window we can get it. Even shortcut also we have for format cell is control 1. You can go and check here in this custom data set formatting. Control 1 is the shortcut for number formatting. So these are the basic things we discuss about the cells inside the ribbon home tab. Let's we can go and discuss about the editing part here. The first option we have auto sum. What do you mean by auto sum? Like we have some data, and if you want to go do the total of this data without writing any function and formula, so we have a shortcut called alt equal sign. Just press alt equal sign and press enter. The formula will be written by Excel itself. You can go and check what formula written on behalf of us. So you can write here formula text and you can check here. So actually this formula we have not written. I have not written this. It is written by Excel itself. For that there is a shortcut. We should know alt equal sign. If you bring your pointer here, it says that automatically add of your total will appear after the selected cells. Means you should be next to the data, then only you will be able to do auto sum. And the shortcut is very much important. You can use alt equal sign, right? So not only sum, you can use other function as well. Just very few, you can just go for this small arrow key, and you can see here sum, average, count, max, mean. These are the most famous aggregate function in Excel. So those things you can do without writing formula by yourself. So what you should do, click at the bottom, press alt equal sign, and here it is there for you. If you want to go for average, you can click on this and hit enter. If you want to maximum, just you can click on this and go for max value. You can press enter right now. So here with the help of auto sum, we are not writing any formula and function, that is written by Excel itself. So these are the major function you can do that with the help of auto sum, average, count, max and mean, right? Count means it will count the numerical value itself. Let me show you that also. So we should press here alt equal sign and press enter, and we can go and change the function this time to count and press enter right now. So we come to know total 20 records we have in this data set. So we discuss about the cells group as well as we discuss about auto sum, right? Yeah, so in auto sum we discuss about what is how to do sum, average, max, mean, count function with the help of shortcut alt equal sign. And in the same group, in editing group, we are going to discuss about fill, what is left fill or right fill or custom fill, how to do that. Let's see one by one, right? So let's go for just below auto sum, you'll get one option called fill. It says that down, right, up, left and series, and inside that only we have flash fill also. So let me tell you how the right works. For example, let's say I have a data for, let's say I have a data, and I'll control C and I can paste somewhere else. Let's go for a blank worksheet and I can paste there, control V for paste. Right now this data I want to fill right hand side till how much I want. So just select this data, blank cells, and press control R. When you press control R, the same data got repeated right hand side. You can use shortcut also, or just you can block the cell wherever you want to use this right function. Just click on fill and go for right. So whatever data was there, that is filled right hand side. In the same way, suppose I have to fill this data down also, how much I want, I can block the cell and press the shortcut called control D. The same data will get repeated down. Otherwise you can like just you can block the cell and again follow the ribbon, go for fill, and inside that we have fill down here, and we can get the data right now. You can see the shortcut also they have mentioned very well. Click on this, go for down, and see right hand side there is a shortcut. We have control down, control D, and for right we have control R. But here one thing remember, for up and left we don't have any shortcut here like control R and control D, because already all of you know, maybe you are aware with control U for underline, right? So it will not work here. So let's see what I'm trying to tell. Let me clear this part. So select this data, which one I don't want to keep here. go for clear right now. And here I have this data I want to fill up, so you can block the cell, and there is no shortcut for Control U like this. You can click on up, the same data will filled upward as well. Even what we have the next option, go for this. Here we have down, right, up and left. Left means, let's see, for example, I have this data here and I can just drag anywhere wherever I want here. I can block the cell how much I want to fill right left hand side, and then go for, here we have left option, the same data will get filled also. So this is a very good option, like something you want to get repeated or you want to make duplicate something. So no need to go and copy paste something like this. Just you can press Control D for down, R for right, and if you want for left you can go for ribbon and you can do that. So these are the 4 very handy options we have available here in the ribbon home tab: down, right, up and left. There only we have an option called series also. So let's say what is a series option we have. So series option again we will discuss in detail. We'll have a separate video for this, but again as a basic part we will discuss some concept here as well. Let's say if there are 4 options will be there, you can go for this and say here go for series here. This option called fill series. You can see here linear we have growth and date and autofill, and you can create custom list also. So linear means what? Linear means addition, and growth means multiplication, and date and autofill. Date also we have 4 different units are there: day, month, year and weekday. And autofill also we can, according to the requirement, some predefined auto list Microsoft have given, you can use that also, or you can create your own list also, is fine. So let's see how linear works. Let me write the heading here also, linear, and the formatting I will make it as bold a little bit. I can increase the font size, not necessary, but just for, if you write here 1, okay, and then when I just write here two numbers, and you can select both and you can drag down, you can see here a series has come by itself. So otherwise if you want to do by ribbon also, write here 1 and you can block the cell how much you want and go for fill option. Inside fill you'll get here option called series, and what to select here, linear, because we want addition. Step value is 1, and already we have blocked the cell, so stop value is not required here. You can click OK right now and we got the data here. It's very useful when you are creating one series. For example, let's say if you have to generate suppose 10,000 numbers, for example, here write here serial number, and if you write here 1 and I have to generate here 10,000 data, so just go for fill and here we have series. Click on this linear, step value is 1, stop value how much we want, you can mention here, but make sure you are not crossing the row limit of Excel, and press OK right now, and within a second you come to know your 10,000 data got generated. So sometime very useful option, this fill series you can use here. Let's say one more example here. Let's say if I have here even number, suppose let me copy and paste this formatting here. So I want from 2 to 100, how many even numbers only I want one series. So which is the first even number we have? 2, right? So right here 2, go for fill and go for series option, go for linear, but here one option you should remember, give here a step value 2 and stop value how much I told here 100, and output I want in one column, so you should mention column itself. Press OK right now, and within a second you can got your all 2 to 100, all the even numbers are generated for you. In the same way, if you want to generate odd number series, just I am copying the format painter and applying here. Now which is the first odd number we have here? 1. You should be there, go for fill, and inside that we have series, but here also again you should give step value 2 and stop value 100. It's your choice, and output I want in column basis, so you can click here, and from 1 to 100 all the odd numbers are available for you. So linear means addition and growth means multiplication. So let's go for growth. What we can do that? Growth means multiplication. Before going ahead, let me tell you one tricks also. So let me delete this part right now. Write here linear and just write here 1, and then we can drag this part. What we got? The data got copied, but I want here fill series. So there is small arrow key will be there. Go for fill series and you got your data. No need to go for ribbon and all those things. You can work faster in this way also. So go for growth right now. When you go for growth means, let's say for example I want here 2, and this series should be multiplied by 3 or 4, at your choice. Block the cell where you want to apply this feature, go for fill series, and here we can go for growth and multiply by 3 here. Stop value not required because already we selected the cell. Press OK right now, and here you can see the multiplication table we have here. So linear means addition and growth means multiplication. Let's go for day part here. Day, month, year, and here we have weekday. So there are 4 units are there for dates. Here we can let's see here, if you go for copy and format painter and apply here. Now let me write here 1/1/2024, and we can just Control R. Just now we learn here to fill the data right hand side. Now what we will do, let's see here what we can do. Just go and drag this data right now. What we got? The days are changing, month and year is same only, right? You can go and see here the days are changing and month and year is same only. For month, what I should do, again you can double click here, go for this arrow key, and this time we'll select here fill month. So see here all the months are changing right now. In some occasion I want day and month should be same, year should be changed. Just double click, go for this arrow key, and this time select here year, and here you can see only years are changing, day and month are exactly same to same. So different units of date units have a different purpose. For example, you have to keep a track record of yearly basis, day and month should be same and year should be changing. Like for example, let's say somebody date of birth, or so those things you can use year options. Or month means when you have to pay your EMI and all, so see the month should be changing, day should be never change, on the EMI date will be same only. Or some activity you have to do day to day, so you can go for day also. Weekday means what? Monday to Friday itself. You can select here, go for this arrow key and select here weekdays itself. So you can see here after 5th of January is telling you 8th of January. So where is 6th and 7th? So those are weekdays, right? And those are weekends. So weekends it will be not considering here. So depends on the situation, you can use all this date units as well. Now, so after this here we have when you go for series, we learn about linear growth, date, and what is autofill. Autofill means here we can write any weekday. For example, let's say I written here sun, and here you can go and drag this. I'm getting all the weekdays. You can write here if full format means, that also is fine here. You can go and drag this part. We can getting all the weekdays here. If you go for right here months also, and we can just drag this, we are getting all the months. It doesn't matter like from which month or which day you are starting. You can start from any month or any day, and you can drag here. You are getting the data that way itself. So this is the way here autofill also works here. And more about autofill, custom list and all, we'll have a separate session in our upcoming videos. You can follow that. Let's see what we have next. Here we learn about fill series. Here we have down, right, left and up, and series also we learn linear, growth, date, autofill. And date also we had 4 units, day, month, year and weekday. So hope so. Is it clear? Now we'll go for flash fill option. Flash fill means a kind of, you can say, a small AI we have in in Excel, like you give without writing any function and formula, you give 1 or 2 examples and Excel will follow you. It is a very interesting tool, started in Excel 2013 onwards. Before previous version it will not work for you, but let's say what we will do that here. For example, here I have some employee's name. Let me Control C and I can paste here. I will give you this. Control C here and you can go for paste here. Now here I have employee full name, and from there I want to extract their first name and last name. So right here, first name and last name, right? Last name. And here what we can do, let's see here, just right here first name JP, come to the next cell and press Control E. You can see here all the employee first names are in this B column. In the same way, if you write here Kumar and go for the next cell and press Control E, all these employees. So flash fill means you can give a trend and pattern and Excel will follow you. For that also in detail we'll have a separate full length video for learning flash fill itself. So here we have a flash fill option. If you can read the tooltip also, what it says that automatically fill the values, enter a couple of examples you want output and keep the active cell in your columns you want to be filled. So remember one thing, flash fill advantage and disadvantage. Flash fill, if you have a large data set, you have to give more examples. Otherwise flash fill may predict the wrong output as well. And second thing, flash fill, if you have maybe sometime if you are not giving more examples, it may do wrong prediction, and it is not live. Like if you have a function based any output, if you make any changes in the source, the output will change by itself. But flash fill is not dynamic, we can say function will be dynamic, but sometimes very much handy, and the shortcut for flash fill is Control E. You can work in flash fill with the help of home tab also, or we have in the same thing we have in data tab also flash fill, both are same thing itself. So here we discuss about, and see sometime if it is not work for you, you can go for file, and here we have an option called options. You can go for advanced, and in advanced also you can see here you'll have here automatically flash fill. If this option is not activated, maybe flash fill will not work properly automatically. So this one you should remember that. Okay. Now, so here we discuss about, we are in editing group, we discuss about auto sum, we discuss about fill, and let's go for clear part right now. So what's clear all about? Let's say I have this data and here I make it as bold, italic or underline, or maybe I given here font size bit more. I change the font style also here. So in this data set, if you go for make it as blue color. So in this cell number B1, I have done a lot of formattings, and I want to clear only formatting part. I don't want to delete the data. Let's see what we can do that. So go for clear, and here we have an option called clear format. So if you click on this, it is a default text, how your Excel understand, it will come in that format. So clear format will clear the formatting, not the content. And let's say if you want to press Control Z, and if you want to clear only the, you can say the content. So let's see, I clear the content right now, but when you go and try to enter some other data, the formatting is still there. So that part also you should understand. Let's say here, suppose I want to clear everything, formatting or maybe content or even any link also, everything should get deleted. So you can go for clear all. Right now when you go and try to enter data, it will tell you like normal default text formatting, nothing else. So clear option, again it's very much important option. Sometime you want to clear everything, content, formatting, link, everything, you can go for this. If you want to clear only formatting, you can go for clear format. If you want to clear only content but formatting you don't want to delete, so you can go for clear content here. And a hyperlink means when you are connecting this file with some other file or some other worksheet, so the link the shortcut will be Control K. So if you have some hyperlink, if you want to delete only the hyperlink part, you can click on this hyperlink option. Or in your worksheet you have some comment or notes, if you want to delete only comments or notes, you can work on that also. So here we have all those things about your formatting, clearing part itself. Sort and filter. Sort and filter, again arranging your data in ascending and descending order, and filter means from a huge data, if you want to create a subset of your data, you can go for filter part. Again, sort and filter, you can work from home tab or you can work from data tab as well. Here we have a separate group for that, sort and filter. For that we have a separate video, sort and filter, right? And here we have option called find and replace. This is a very interesting option. Let's say for example, in my data I want to go and find out wherever Delhi city is there, I want to find out that itself. So you can go for find. Shortcut also we have Control F right here, whatever you want to find out, and you can go for find next. It will see here first Delhi is finding, here you can go for find next, and wherever you want to replace with find Delhi with some other name, you can go for find all. So here you see that these are the cells in Excel find it Delhi for you, and if you want to go and replace Delhi with new Delhi, let's say for example right here, you can write here and press here replace all. Here you can go for replace all. So you can see Excel says that all done, we have made 3 replacement for you. So in a large data set, something you want to make changes, you can go for find and replace. This find shortcut will be Control F and replace will be Control H. You can work on this also. Now here we can go for, again we have an option called go to. Go to means the shortcut is Control G, where you want to go in your worksheet. So suppose for example click on go to, I want to go to cell number, suppose H1000 or any cell you can mention here, and press OK. Right now directly your cursor will be there in that cell itself. I want to go for A1 cell, press Control G and write here A1 and hit enter, you are in cell number A1. So go to again is a very important feature, you can use this. Go to special means, again here we have multiple options, like in a worksheet wherever the blanks are there you want to go there itself, or only constant or formula you want to check, you can use this part as well. Yeah, so already we discussed about how to copy paste data. Let's see once again, and there are multiple ways to copy data, copy paste and cut paste in Excel. So let's have a quick how we can do that. The easiest way what we have, we can select the data, go for home tab, copy and paste wherever you want. You can go for paste option, right? We have done that. Or another way what we can do, you can select this data, press Control C, and wherever you want you can go and paste. Let's select this data first, Control C for copy, and you can go to destination cell and paste here. You can copy paste the data. This is also another way. Or what we can do, that select the data and you can right click on this, go for copy and come to the destination cell, right click and you can paste here. This is the way also we can do that. Or one more way what we can do, we can just drag and drop method. Select this data right now, which one you want to copy, hold down Control key and then come to the edge of this data, and wherever you want to paste this you can drop there. So there are multiple ways you can do copy paste, but we are going to discuss a special kind of paste called paste special. Let's see how it is differ from the normal copy paste. So I have a data set in A column and it is in vertical data in column wise. I want to transpose this data. Let's see, I have a simple question also based on this. Transpose A column data in horizontal format, or row wise you can say. So I can select this data and go for copy, and wherever you want to paste, go for destination cell and you'll go for paste. Inside that you'll get an option called paste special. The shortcut is Control Alt V. So you can click on this, and here we have the paste special dialog box. There are multiple options are there. We'll discuss all one by one. So here we have an option called transpose. You can click on and press OK right now, the data in horizontal format right now. So what we have done, we had a data set in A column and we transpose in C1 in horizontal format. Let's see one more example here. The row number transpose 16th row data in vertical format. How can we do that? So you can go for row number 16 here, and how to select the entire data, you can go for Control A, and let's see here. So I have a data set, I can press here Control A, you can select the data, copy, Control C, and wherever you want to transpose, go to the destination cell, again go for paste special dialog box, and here we can say click on transpose and press OK right now. So this A16 data was in horizontal format and we transpose in vertical format. So what transpose will do that, if you have a data in horizontal format, or you can say row wise, if you transpose it will go to column wise or vice versa. Alright, so this is the option we learn here in the paste special called transpose, right. So let's understand one more topic we have under paste special called paste link. Paste link means what? Let's see here, we'll go for this worksheet. If I go and select this data, Control C, and I can paste in another cell, Control V, and whenever you go and change the data set here, anything, if you go and change the data here in my A column, but the destination cell data doesn't change right now. But what we want here, whenever we have data in A column, if you go and paste in the destination cell, the value should change by itself. So let's see how can we do that. So again we can select this data, go for copy, go for destination cell, go for paste special once again, and this time you will go for paste link. So when you click on paste link, what happens? Everything get copied, but exactly formatting style doesn't copy it. So how to copy the formatting style? We can just click on the cell which one you want to copy formatting style. You should be in home tab. There is an option we have format pane tab. You can click on this, and wherever you want to apply, you can click the formatting got copied here. If you want to apply this formatting multiple location, you should double click on format pane tab and apply in multiple location as well. Now if you go and change here, the destination cell and will change by itself. So this is the way paste link option works in Excel. So there is one option also we have called, I can say one text here, how can we do paste link without going for paste special. So press equal sign, and which cell you want to connect, you can click on that and press OK right now, and you can drag here. So what happened here, the cell got copied. How to copy this formatting? Go for format pane tab and you can apply here, the same formatting got copied here. So this one we have done by paste link, and this one we have done by equal sign. If you go and change here into the source and press enter, you can see the data getting changed in the both places. So we learn in paste special what is transpose, how to transpose data vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical, or row wise to column wise or column wise to row wise. And second option we learn paste link, how it works. Let's go to the third option under paste special called paste skip blank. So what is skip blank? Let's say here in my data set I have two quarter data, quarter 1 and quarter 2, but quarter 1 data I want the same value should get pasted into the quarter 2. But in quarter 1 some value is missing. So when you go and copy this, Control C for copy, and go and if you want to go for paste here, you can paste. So what happened, when you copy the data, even this blank cells are also getting copied and pasting into the destination cell. But what we want, I want when you copy a data and paste in the destination cell, this blank cell should not get copied. So for that what we will do, let's see. So we can select this data, go for copy, Control C, come to the destination cell, go for paste special, and inside that we have an option called skip blank. When you go for skip blank, you can see here it is not copying the blank cells in the destination cell. So this is the way you can work on a blank cell option. Let's go for the next option that under paste special called paste special operation. So paste special operation, what it will do, I have a data in A column and I want the same data should get repeated till F column. So either I can go for copy paste or I can use the paste special operation. I can go for fill right option. So I can select this entire data, block the data till what you want this data should be copied and press Ctrl R. Ctrl R means the same data will get filled right hand side. Let's see the shortcut how it works. You can select this data, go for home tab and we have an option called fill and inside that will go for write. The shortcut what it says that Ctrl R fill right hand side. You can do like this. Once again, if you go and delete this data and if you have some data in the second row I want should get copied till down, so you can press here Ctrl D. Ctrl D means down and Ctrl R for right hand side. But when you want to fill data upward, you should not press Ctrl U because Ctrl U is preoccupied with underline. If you go and select and press Ctrl U, it doesn't fill data upward. So remember Ctrl L for left hand side and Ctrl R for right hand side. Now if I tell you I want to in B column I want to add every number with 10, so you can say it's very simple. So we can go for a cell where you want to do this operation and press here 10 and press enter right now. Once you do that, you can double click on this, you can see all data added with 10 numbers. But what I want output should not come in a new column or new cell. The output should come in cell number B itself. And second thing, I don't want to write any formula like B2 plus 10 or something like this. So how can we do that? So we can go for, first of all, go for I column, I cells, I1 and copy here and select this entire data. Again go for paste special, Ctrl Alt V, and here we will see operations. There are multiple options are there. So you'll go for add here and press OK. So you can see all numbers are added with 10. Now I want here all this number should be subtracted by 10. So I should select this data once again, go for paste special, and here you can see subtract here. So all number you can see is subtracted by 10. Now I once again I want to multiply all this number by 10. So you should copy first, Ctrl C for this 10 value, go for multiply, go for paste special, and here we can go for multiply. All numbers are multiplied by 10, and for divide also again you can go for paste special and divide by 10. Now I want here in F column all numbers should be negative number now. So all we know very well, whenever we multiply a data with -1, the cell will become negative number. So I'll go for J1, Ctrl C for copy, we can go and block the cell, Ctrl Alt V, and here go and multiply by, you can multiply by -1. So all number become negative number right now. If I tell you I want to convert all this number again positive, so if you go and again paste, so minus will become plus right now. So you can go and paste once again and all this number will become positive number. So here till now we have discussed in paste special. Go for paste special, we discuss about transpose, we discuss about paste link, skip blank, and all the operations. Let's see here what we can do more. So sometime what happen, if you want in a cell you want to give some comment here. Comment in the sense you want to put some note here. For example, let's say I have here one in this cell, 63 is the highest number in this data set. So I want to add one comment. So there are multiple ways to do add comment here. The simplest way, you can go for right click on this, and here we have an option called new note, and you can add here one comment here. Let's say for example, I can bring this. I want to give one comment here. So, and we can reduce the size also. So here we can show comment. So comment will be always visible here. You can reduce the size and all of this comment. So this is one way. You can go for right click and insert comment, or what we can do, you can go for review tab, and here also we have notes, and go for new comment and write here right click and go for show comment here. So comment will be always there. We can go and change the placement of the comment. Yeah, so we have two comment right now. See, for example, any point of time I want to delete comment, or I want to print comment. So if you want to delete here, you can go and click here delete. It will get deleted. To get deleted, Control Z. I don't want to delete, so I'll get back here once again. And if you want to hide comment, you can right click and go for hide comment. So only red color indicator will be there. So sometime on question also they may ask, like sometime if a cell right hand side top corner there is a red color indicator is there. So what does that mean? So you can say the cell contain notes or comment, you can say. So right now we have a comment here. One more thing, let's see, I want to display again. So go for show comment, is always visible here. If I go, if you want to, and the question, can we take the printout of this notes or comment? Can we do that? So let's go and check here how it works. So I want to take printout of this comments. So what I will do, go for file, and here we have print, and go for print preview. If you go for print preview, here we can see the value is there, but the data is there, but the notes or comment is not visible here. It is not displaying it to print. But if you want to print the comment also, so what we can do, we can go for page layout, and here we have a small arrow key. You can click on this and go for sheets here, and here it says that comment and notes none. So you can go and say you can print here as display on the worksheet only, like that how we can do, and go for print preview. So in that case you can see comment notes also is getting printed. But what is happening right now in our case, behind the comment or notes any data is not there. But if you have some data, the comment and notes will hide that. So what we want comment and notes at the bottom of this page. So again we have to go and change the setting here. How to change? So you can go for page layout and click on this options and go for sheets, and inside that we can say at the end of the sheet. If you go for at the end of the sheet means here we can, right now this page nothing is there. When you go for the next page, here is displaying here in cell number F3 I have some comment minimum value, and cell number 8 also we have maximum value. So this is the way you can print the comment also. Right now we are discussing page special, how it's worked there. So I have a comment in notes in this cell number F3, and I want to copy paste only this comment. So go for this home tab, copy, come to the destination cell where you want to apply, and go for paste special once again, Control Alt V, and this time you're going to select here comment and notes. Press OK right now. So can you see here, whatever notes I had in or comments we had in cell number F3 got copied in cell number F12 also. So even this also, it will help you to copy paste the notes itself. Now sometime what happen, if you have a blank cell, or maybe I have a data and I want to copy paste, let's say for example Control C here, and I can go for some other cell right now. I am here, cell number M1. So this data, when I have copied here, let me go and apply here some border, and so here you can go for all border and value also. So I want to copy this data. Let's go for copy, Control C, but I don't want to copy the border here. So go for the destination cell, and here you can go for paste special, and one option says that all except border. If you click on this, everything will get copied, but the border is not there. Maybe sometime it will require. Okay, and what we can do that in paste special, let's see here, select this data, go for copy, come to the destination cell, and here we can column width also you can copy. For example, let's say I have a this column number M. I want to copy the same width of this column. How much is this? You can go for format, column width. It one we have 16.7. The same, and if you go for this cell number R1 or S1, and go and check once again column width. Here we have 8.1. Now what I want to copy this width somewhere else. So select this data, go for copy, come to the destination cell, wherever you want to paste, go for paste special, and inside paste special we can discuss here column width and press OK right now. And you can see here is nothing copying, is copying the width only. Right now I will tell you one function that, or let's see for example I have this value and I want here all this number should be multiplied by 10. So I can write here this one multiply by 10 or multiply by 10 or 210. Let's go for 10 itself. So I will change this part to 10. Right now when you go and double click, it works fine. I want to copy this value, go for Control C and paste somewhere else. It doesn't work because the reference is not working. So because this cell contain formula, so sometime if you want to copy the value that contain formula and functions, you can select the data, go for copy, go to the destination cell, and here we can go for paste special, and this time select here value, paste as value, and press OK right now. So this is the way we can copy paste as value also. So these are the things we can discuss in paste special options. Let's see, we can understand what are things we learn here in the paste special. It will be available in home tab. We discuss here, what is transpose and paste link and skip blank, all these operations we discuss, comments and notes. You can copy as formula, as value, you can copy everything except border, you can copy width here also. And here we have one more option, value and number format. For example, let's see, I have this value here and this cell I want to do some formatting. Formatting in the sense I will go for, let's give here, I will give here rupees symbol and decimal place 2. I can go and make some more changes here. You can click on this, and if you want here we can change also. Now what I want, when you go for normal pasting here, go and select this data, and here you can go for copy, and after this if you go for paste here, Control V for paste is pasting here. But what is happening, what is not pasting here, you can see is, let's see here for example normal paste. So when you go for this normal we have some. Let's see, for once again one more example I will give you. So what we can do, I have some number. Let me go and clear formatting first. So what we will do, I have some number, and this number I want to do some formatting also. So this number I want to go and do some formatting options. Okay, and this formatting I want to copy paste this data somewhere else. So I can make it as more options, like make it as bold, italic or underline. So this part I want to change the font size or font style. I can change here. Now when you go and copy paste, you can go for copy and paste somewhere else and paste here. Everything getting copied, but I want to copy only the value here. You can go for copy and go for somewhere else, go for paste special here, and inside that you can value and number formats also. We can, if you have some number formatting, it will paste that also exactly. So here you can see the difference. Normal copy is pasting everything, but here is only number formatting and values. The difference easily says that how the paste special work differently. So here we cover all the features available in paste special options, right? So here we discuss about all about our in home tab. We started with clipboard. The clipboard is used for copy paste or paste special option. Font used for formatting your font style, like make it as bold, italic, underline, strike through, and all those things you can do that. Alignment means the content should be where in the cell, left, center, right. You can change here the formatting number part, how you want to keep your content. It should be number format, date format, short date format or long date format, time format, or you can go for customizing your format as well. And conditional formatting and table part, we will have a separate session. It's a very bit large topic. We discuss about everything about cells. Cells group, we had multiple things like inserting cell, inserting row, column and worksheet, deleting worksheet, row and column as cell, and formatting. We had a lot of options. We discuss all those things. And here in editing also we learn about auto sum. We discuss about fill option, right, left, up, down. We discuss about clear option, clear content, clear format, clear hyperlink or everything, and find and replace. We discuss that. So this is all about your home tab. So already we discussed about the interface of Excel, like what is ribbon, tab, dialog box launcher, the navigation inside the Excel screen. So let's discuss about the Excel Backstage. Backstage means here whenever you click on this file option, you'll get one Backstage window will open for you. And here we have multiple options, go for new or open or save or all those things. So whenever you go and click on the Backstage, here what we can do, from ribbon beside that we'll have a file option. Click on the file, you'll get here the Backstage will open. Here we have multiple options. If you want to go for a blank file, so go for blank. And there are so many predefined templates Microsoft has given. You can go and select, and here we have more template option. If you click on this, here you can see there are so many other templates are there, like the welcome screen of Excel or formula tutorial. Some tutorials are also added here, Power Query or Power Pivot, or how the charts tutorials are there. And apart from that, lot of templates are also given, like organization chart if you want to create an Excel, or some photo calendar, personal monthly budget, or any kind of budget or monthly budget and all. If you want, you can create some predefined templates Microsoft has given. You can use this. And not only for this, here we have, if you want to go for Power Pivot or Pivot Table tutorial also, it is given to you. What we have, if you go for this template window, here we have a suggested search. You can go and search also. I want some business template, so you can search about business template here, or like balance sheet, or small business income and income statement, sample invoice. If you want to create in Excel, you can use this. So here multiple templates are ready. You can just click, and according to our requirement you can customize here. So I search here business. You can go for back right now, and here we have like that only. We have personal. If you want to go for personal template, you can go and search here. All kind of personal templates are ready here. What to do list you can create here in Excel. Here you can see some list you can create here. Based on that, you can go for bank collection list. You can create grocery checklist. You can family travel planners you can create here in Excel itself. It is given. You can customize. You can according to your simple meal planner. We have sports, family vacation, family event scheduler. You can create here different kind of so these are all are for personal. According to requirement we can select from here template. Like that only we have here. You can go for personal. We have planner and trackers, list, budget, charts also. Here we have multiple kind of charts, like normal charts we can do that in Excel, but some advanced kind of chart here, like Gantt chart how to create, or you can go for agile Gantt chart how to create. So this kind of some advanced chartings option also is given here in Excel. We can create based on this predefined like map chart, process map chart. We have small business cash flow chart, sales pipeline charts you can create here. So it depends on the requirement. You can select any kind of this kind of templates, right? So that is and here we have when you go for this new, all these options we are getting. When you go for open right now, so the new shortcut will be Control N. Any point of time you want to create a new file, you can go for Control N and you can use this. For open this, you can go for any file you have created. You can go and open the file. So today, yesterday list will display you which one you want. You can create from here, or you can browse also according to your requirement. You can search by folder also. So any folder, which are the folders we have visited more frequently, you can go and use here. And if you want to search in the entire PC to open this file, you can go for this PC and you can search the file. So this is the way we can create different kinds of means you can go here and press backspace now. Go for Backstage once again. Go for new to open a new file. Open the file. If you want to share this file to someone, you can share in OneDrive by PDF format, or by Excel workbook also you can send it to somebody else. All right, here we have an option. Go for this, and info. Again, info is a very important option here. You can go for protection of workbook, worksheet, or you can structure of the worksheet as digital signature in your file, or mark as final. All those things you can do that with the help of info itself. Now inside that we have a save option. The save shortcut will be Control S to save the file, and where you want to save the file or you want to share the file, you can share. If you go for, suppose I want to go for, you want to share in the OneDrive online also, you can save the file, or you can download, or document folder you can save the file. Go for browse, where we can set one location where you want to send your save your file. You can save here. Control S to save the file. Already I told that. So when you save the file, there are multiple formats of Excel files you can save here. So by default it is .xlsx format, Excel workbook. But if you go click on this, there are a drop down is there. So we have an option called Excel macro enable workbook. Means you can create a file with macro for automation purpose. In detail we will discuss in later stage in this learning series. And here the extension will be .xlsm, M for macro. Here we have binary format. So if you want to save your file in binary format, so more compact, it will take less space and it will open faster. So you can go for binary. XLSB, B for binary we can. And if you want, some of your client may be using still older version of Excel, Office 1997 or 2000 or 2003. So if you send your file in this format, they will not able to open, or a lot of feature will not work for them. So in that situation, you have to save your file in this older format, so they can easily work on the file. But let's see the difference what we have measured as a normal user. When we have a file in like I can give here one name called Backstage. I given a name called for this file here, and here we can save the file in which format? .xls format, right? So if you go and save this file in desktop Excel Backstage, and we know very well already I told like in control down arrow key for the last row. So last row we have 1048 576, and last column we have here XFD, and the last column number is 16,384. We can do that by column function, so 16,384. So this file we have in which format? .xls format means the extended version we have. So here we have 16,000 plus columns and 10 lakhs plus rows. But if this file is saved in this format, go for save as. Save as means one file already I have saved, again I want to save in another name or maybe another extension. You can go by save as option. The function shortcut will be F12. So here you can go for browse option, Backstage, and I can give a name called, I give a name called old. So here we can save this. Let's go for desktop, and this time I will go and save in this format, Office 97 2003 format here. Now if you press OK, and once you do that OK, you can file, go and save the file and close the file. Save the file, and we can go and close the file once. Close the file once here. After closing, again we can go and open the file, go for open Backstage, and here you can see the last column name is not XFD. IV is the last column we have, and first column is J, and last column is 65536 only. 65536 only. We have the older version capacity. You can see we have only 65,536 number of rows and only 256 column. And new version we have seen that 10 lakhs plus rows and 16,000 plus columns. So number of column will be reduced here to 56 itself in the older version of Excel. In the if you go and change, if you go and see the icon also, so you can understand whenever icon you see like this, so you can understand this is the older version of Excel, Office 1997 2003 format. Whenever you see icon like this, you can understand this is the new version of Excel, means the extension is .xls format, right? So we learn here, we are discussing Excel Backstage. We discuss about new, open, info, save, and save as, print. Whenever you want to go and print your worksheet or workbook, you can go for print option. The shortcut will be Control P here. And when you go and print, there are multiple options you can change here. You can do that from here also, or you can go by page setup option. Inside page setup, you can see here there are two kinds of orientation page we have. One is portrait and one is landscape. Portrait means you can see the preview, the length is more and width is less. But when you go for landscape here, you can see width is more and length is less. And what kind of page you have to take printout, you can go and select from here. What is the print quality you want, you can select from here. So options again we have here some more. You can like printing you want landscape or portrait, it's your choice. You can select all those things. So when you go for print, here we have a margin option. Let's see how much space you want to give left hand side, right hand side. So here you can see the preview, the space we can increase or decrease from top, bottom, or how much space for header and how much space for footer we can give, and here you can give the balance for footer also. So those things you can do that. And in page setup, what we have more, you can go for header and footer. Header will come on the top of the page and footer will come at the bottom of the page. You can go and select from here and press OK. So this is the way you can go for printing. If you want to print something, Control P and go for Excel Backstage. And here we have, again, if you want to export somebody, you can export also in PDF format or some other format. Here we can go for close option. Also we have account, will tell you which version Excel you're using, what is the, so here you can go for account, about my Excel, and you can understand what is the license number or what is the session ID and how much bit operating system it is, MS Office, everything it will come here by itself. So inside this option there are many options are there. We can discuss that. For example, we have multiple things are discussed into the Excel options. So when you go and select here, when you go and select some data, let me write here, for example, Sunday, and if you go and drag this here like this, and here if you want to go and select here we can, let me tell you here, go for control home to the beginning of the file, right? Yeah. So I have some number. So here we can go and select this data, and you can go here, go for options. There are many things you can activate. Here you can, whenever you want here, for example, this ribbon should get collapsed, the ribbon automatically, so you can go and you can click on this option here. So what will happen, the window ribbon will be hidden sometime by itself. Here you can go for this compatible mode we have, so go for close this file. You can go and open my original new version file, because this is older version we had here, so go for this new version. Here we can go for file, options. In options we have here, you can go and collapse the ribbon automatically. What it says that make only tab names will shown when you make the windows small here. So when you go and make it as windows small, so you can see here right now tabs are not visible, only ribbon, only tabs are visible, the entire ribbon is not visible. And here you can maximize, it will come back by itself. So if you want to bring back this this option, go for options, uncheck this option here. Now here we can, whenever you go and press enter, the value in the, here one more option we have, row and columns are telling you both are in numerical only, and number we have column wise and row wise. I want to change the reference sometime, so you can go here in options and go for formulas, and here we have R1C1 reference style. You can click OK. Right now you can see here even columns also coming in number itself. And how to get back, go for options, and here you can say, here you can go and uncheck this R1C1 reference. Again you can see here your alphabets are back here, it is not there for you. So here we have multiple options in Excel. We discuss about Backstage, new, open, share, or info, save. In save again we have multiple options you can try. When you go for this, save as, how to save in the old format, or how to, if you want to save your file in PDF, you can go for PDF also option we have. If you want to save your file in CSV, you can go for CSV option also, you can do that, comma separated value. If you are sending this file to maybe LibreCalc user, so they can go for open document ODS format, open document spreadsheet. So it depends on the user how you want to use your workbook. You can save from here itself. And in Backstage we have options, accounts. You can go for options and check which option you are not able, you don't want to do. You can deactivate who is the user of this. You can change here. You can when you go for formulas, if you want to can R1C1 reference style, you can change data. You can go for proofing option for autocorrect, save, language and all you can change from here. Go for advanced. Generally when you press enter, I want the data and the cursor should come downward, but you can change the order also if you want. For example, let's say when you're writing here some value and pressing enter, the cursor is going downward. If you want to change this for some time, we can go for options, and here we can go for advanced, and inside advanced here you can go and change here which direction enter you want. You can change of your choice. Here only we can go for customize ribbon. You can customize ribbon anything. If you want to can activate and deactivate, suppose here I have a developer tab, I don't want, so I can untick this, so it is not there for me. Here we can go for options once again, and inside this you can here we have again options, multiple things. You can customize ribbon according to your choice. Quick access toolbar, if you don't want to display, you can uncheck this from here. So right now you can see quick access toolbar is not there, and if you want to bring back, go for options, and here we can go for quick access toolbar. You can activate here, and I want here always display below or above. I can say it should display below the ribbon, so we can untick also, it will come here. So that's wrap up our Excel introduction and navigation inside the Excel. We learn about page special as well as file naming system in Excel. We learn about fill series and all. So let's move forward and explore function and formula in Excel. We will start with maths and statistical functions now. So here I have a data set, and based on that we are going to learn all this maths and statistical functions. So the first basic function we have sum. So let's see how to do that sum in Excel. So I have a data set, you can see here on the basic column, and I want to know the total salary. So I should go and write the function called sum here. As we know very well, all Excel function formulas start with equal sign. So I give an equal sign and sum, and then we can select the entire range. Range is what? G2 to G21. You can select this data, and then you can close the bracket. We got the answer. And to know this formula in cell number J4, what function I written, I can go for K4 and write one function called formula text. So formula text, what it will do, in a particular cell what formula is written, it will display in the text format. So if you go and click here, we got the total salary of this company. Let me write the text also before that. So sum function we learn here is very simple. The equal sign, write sum, and give your entire data set, the range, which one you want to do summation, and you can close the bracket, you get the answer. In the same way, if you want to know the average salary of this company, so we can write another function called average. So as already we discussed that Excel function start with equal, so write here equal sign average, and here we have average function. You can select this entire data set and close the bracket. We got the average salary of this company, right? And just for explanation, I'm writing beside that average, not require average here. Now in this data, if you want to know the largest number or the maximum number, so we are going to discuss one function called max. So max will display the highest value in a data set in a range. So the function start with equal sign max, and we can select this entire data and we can close the bracket. We got the highest salary in this company, what we have, 16,250 rupees, and for that what function we have mentioned here, max. Now we come to know the highest salary. So let's see how to get the minimum salary in this data set. So write here equal sign and the function name is min, and we can select this entire data set from G2 to G21 and we can close the bracket. So here we come to know the minimum salary is 4,500 in this data set. So the function what we learn from this called min function. Let's say if you want to know the number of employees in this data, so you can go for count function. So remember, count function always count numbers. So we are going to discuss one function called count here. Select this entire data set and we can close the bracket. So what we come to know, total 20 employees are there in this company. So the function itself called count here. Now here in this situation I have counted the G column. G column contain numerical value, but in some situation, in some occasion, if you have to count maybe text or number or alphanumeric or a special character or maybe any symbol, what I mean to say, the non-blank cell. So we will go for another function called count A. You can go for count A function, and this time I am going to select this entire B column right now. So you can see here B column contain text value. If you go and press enter right now, we got the same answer. If you try to do count with the help of count function of employee name, we are not going to get the correct answer because B column contain text, and the function what we discuss now called count A. So what we come to know, count A will count everything, number, text, alphanumeric, special character, including a space bar as well, but count will count only numbers. Except number, it will ignore that. Let's say in a data set, if you want to know here, in our example, we want to know how many employee address is missing here. So you can go for another function called count blank here, and I can select this entire address column here and press enter. So we come to know that total in this data set 3 employee address is missing here. So the function name is count blank. So these are more frequently used functions. We discussed till now sum for total, average for the average value, average sales in average basic salary in this data set, the highest salary, the minimum salary, the total number of employees, the total number of employees with the help of their name, and count blank. So these things are the simple functions. We are going to discuss now bit advanced functions like if condition. So let's read this question now and then we can understand. Right now I want to know the total salary of the employees working in training department. So here total salary we know 1,84,600, but we want to know the total salary of the employees working in training department. So we are adding one condition now. So let's see how it works. So we are going to learn a new function called SUMIF. Let's see how it works. So we are going to discuss right now SUMIF function. So we know very well all functions start with equal sign SUMIF. So here we can follow the first criteria is range, first argument is range, the second is criteria, and third is sum range. So now my range is, I want to know department, training department. So training is located in which column? Department column. So that will be called my range here, and my condition is training. So you can write here training, and I can just press enter right now, but here we have one sum range also. What should be the total? So remember, sum range should be always a numerical column. So in our data set, what is numerical column we have? Basic salary. So you can select this and close the bracket right now, and we come to know here, let's see the formula. We can come to know that the company total salary we have 184,600, but the employees working in training department, their total salary is 58,750. So here we have done sum with the help of one condition, right? In the same way, if you go and check the next question, what it says that what is the total salary of the employees working in training department. So we know very well the total average salary of this company is 9230, but we want to know average with one condition. Which condition? The department should be training. So let's see how it works. We can write here the function average if, right, because we have one condition here. So right here average if, you can go for average if here, a range. Range means we are going for training department. So first of all, we should select the entire department. Out of this, we can go for training. We can go for training here, and the average range should be a numerical column. So you can select this basic column right now and press enter. So right now, what we come to know, the average salary of the employees working in training department is 11,250, right? So let's go for the third question. What he says that count the number of employees working in training department. So we know very well that we have 20 employees here, but out of 20, how many are working in training? We are going to add one condition here. So let's see how we can do that. So on the function we are going to discuss right now is called countif, and how it works, let's see here. Go for countif. The range here we have given all the departments and looking for training. So right here training, it is not case sensitive, so you can mention capital letter, small letter, no issues. We got the answer right now. So right now we have learned these three functions: sum if, average if, and count if. Sum if will do total with condition, with one condition. Average if will do average with one condition, and count if will do count the numbers with one condition. Now the question number 4, what it says that count the number of employees earning greater than 10,000 rupees basic salary. So let's see how it works. So we can go for countif once again. Right here countif. The range we can give here all the basic salary, and inside that we are going to discuss, we want to count only those employees they are earning greater than 10,000, and we can close the bracket right now. And here we come to know that total we have 20 employees. Out of 20, 7 are working, 7 are earning greater than 10,000 rupees. Now the question number 5 says that count the number of employees earning exactly 10,000 rupees. So this also we are going to count the number of employees with one condition, then the salary should be exactly 10,000. So let's see how we can do that. So the function again we are going to discuss with countif itself. Go for countif, and the range again we can give the same range here, and criteria is we can give 10,000 here. You can say why you not mention here double quote. See, because 10,000 is a numerical value, so we can without double quote also it works, but if it is in any operator or text, you should give in double quote here. So now we can come to know here the exactly out of 20 employees, 3 are earning exactly 10,000 rupees salary. Now the question number 6 says that find the third maximum salary. So third maximum or third minimum, we can go for another two functions called large and small function. Let's see here the function itself called large. So now if I go and write here large, and see this large function demands you two argument, your array and which position largest you want. So I'll select this data here, and in this I'm going for third largest. So right here 3, and here we got the answer also, we got the third largest number. In the same way, if you go for third smallest number, right here small, select the array, and we can just put a comma sign, third smallest, and we can got the answer also right here. So here we have learned all this, the very basic function in Excel: sum, average, max, mean, count, count a, count blank, sum if, average if, and count if we have also done with various examples, and large and small function also we have learned. So all those things are. Let's go ahead and discuss some advanced functions in statistical part and mathematical functions. So let's see here the section 2, what it says that the total number of employees working in training department and staying in W region. So here we have more than one condition. So remember, if one condition means we can go for sum if or average if or count if, but if you have more condition, up to 127 condition we can add here in sum if, average if, count if, max if, min if, and ifs functions. So now let's see here. So the first question says that the total number of employees working in training department and staying in W region. So let's see how it works. We can go for the function called sum ifs, and how we can write the formula. Let's see here. So we can go for equal sign sum ifs, and just follow here. The first argument is sum range. The major difference between sum if and sum ifs means in sum if the sum range will be last argument, but sum ifs sum range will be the first argument. So select here all the basic salary, and then we can go for all the department. In all this department we are looking for training. You can write here training, and the second condition we can go for all the reason and looking for which reason, W reason. So we can close this and press enter right now, and we got the formula here. So this formula we learn here sum ifs. Let's say we can go for the next question. What it says that the average salary of the employees working in training department and staying in W region. So here we can go for average ifs function. See here, and the function name is just difference, but all these arguments are exactly same to same. So let's see how we can solve here. So the function name is average ifs, and how it works, the function is average ifs. The first average range should be a numerical column, so you can select this basic column here. Criteria range 1, all the department, looking for training, so right here training, and criteria range 2, looking for all the reason, and which reason we are mentioning here, W reason here, and we got the answer right now. So here we come to know, see the average salary of the company is 9230, the average salary of training department is 1175, but employees are working in training department and staying in W region. In that category of employees, the average salary is 8125. Now the third question, what it says that the total number of employees working in training department and staying in W region. So you can go for another function called countifs here, and let's say countifs function. Again it will take more conditions, so we'll go for equal sign countifs, go for countifs. The first is all the departments, looking for training, and all the reason we are looking for western region. So right here W and close the bracket right now. So here we come to know out of 20 employees, 2 employees are working in training and staying in western region. Now the next question says that see the company highest salary we have 16,250, but we are going to find out the maximum salary of the employees working in training and staying in W region here. So how we can do that? We have a function called max ifs, right here max ifs, and the max range what I should give, max range should be a numerical column. Remember this, like sum if and average ifs. So this is my max range. Criteria range 1, we can give all the department, and right here training, and criteria range 2, we can give all the regions and looking for western region here. Let's say here we should close the bracket. So now we can close the bracket right now. We got the answer here. So what we come to know, the maximum salary is 16,250, but the employees those are working in training department and staying in W region, in that category the maximum salary is 10,000 itself. Now the next question what it says that the minimum salary we have 4,500, but this time we want to find out the minimum salary of the employees with condition. So what condition we have? Employees are working in training department and staying in W region. So we'll go for the function called minifs, and the function how it works, let's see here, right here minifs, go for minifs here. The min range should be a numerical column, like same like max if or sum if. Criteria range 1, all the department, and you can write here training, and criteria range 2, I can go and write all the reason and looking for W reason. Close the bracket, press enter right now. So what we come to know, the employees those are working in training department and staying in W region, in that category of employees the minimum salary is 6250. So we solve all this section 2, all the first 5 questions. What it says that the 6th question says that here we have more than 2 conditions. Here we have 3 conditions. Employees are working in R&D department, staying in South region and from Bangalore city. So how can we do that? Let's go for once again SUMIFS function. Let's see how we can solve this problem. So right here SUMIFS, go for SUMIFS. Sum range should be my basic column. Criteria range 1. You can go and select here all the department. In that we are searching for R&D. Criteria range 2, selecting all the region. In that we are looking for South region, and criteria range 3 we are looking for all the city, and we are going for Mangalore city here. So we have 3 conditions right now and all are satisfying here. So this is the way here also SUMIFS works. With this example we are trying to discuss, it takes more than 2 conditions. So it can take up to 127 conditions. Now the last question, what it says that here, so the total number of employees earning greater than 8,000 but less than 12,000. So again we will go for SUMIFS function once again, and how it works, let's see here. So you can go for SUMIFS. Sum range should be all the basic column. Criteria range 1. Again we can select this data, and in this data what we want, greater than 8,000, and the second criteria range again we will select the same column itself, and this time we will give here less than 12,000. You can close the bracket and press enter right now, and here we can come to know the answer as well. So those employees, their salary is greater than 8,000 less than 12,000, in that category of employees the company have total salary is 81,250. If you want to go for format painter for copying this, you can just click on this format painter, and wherever you want you can apply here. So all these are also maintaining as the same format here. So here we discuss all this basic functions most frequently used: sum, average, max, mean, count, count A, count blank, sum if, average if, and count if. With multiple condition also we have done that. Means multiple examples, and then we learn about large and small functions. Then we discuss about sum ifs, average ifs, count ifs, max ifs, and mean ifs. Sum ifs we have done with more conditions as well. So these all comes under your basic functions under maths and statistical functions. So hi, in Excel learning series today we will discuss about referencing and name manager concept. So let's see how it works. Excel have 3 kinds of referencing: relative, absolute, and mixed referencing. So all we will discuss one by one. So let's see here, I have a very small data set. Some product names are there, their quantity and rate is given. Right now I want to know the amount here. So I'll write here equal sign, I'll give the quantity B5 multiply by C5 and press enter. I have done for the only first product itself, and when I just drag down, slowly you can see here Excel is copying the formula downwards. Let's understand for getting this output what formula we have written. So I'll go for formula text here, and you can click this enter right now. So I just observe here, let me delete this part once again. I have written formula only once, B5 into C5, but when you drag down here, just when you drag down, and here you can see the formula also, you can see automatically Excel says that B6 into C6. Once again, if I keep on dragging down here, it comes here B7 into C7 like that. If you go and double click on this, and here also if you go and double click, so automatically you can see here the cell references are getting changed by itself. Means when you write formula only once, and you can, if you drag down, the cell address will change by itself. The address of the cell will change relatively, it will change by itself, right? So this is the default referencing, and most probably we use this itself. But let's see one more scenario here. I have some employees names and their salary is given, and everybody need to pay whatever the value is mentioned in cell number J2. So now if you go and write here equal sign, the cell G5 multiply by J2 and press enter right now. So what formula I have written here to get this output? So write here formula text, and here we can see we have written here formula G5 into J2, G5 into J2, but when you go and drag down it doesn't works. You can see here getting the answer 0. Let's see, understand the formula how it works. So when you go here, like how you can see how the salary cell is shifting downward, in the same way the tax rate also is shifting downward, right? Let's understand from the formula auditing. So you can go for formula tab, and there is a group called formula auditing we have. Go and see here trace precedent means how this output has come. It's come by salary multiplied by tax rate here. If you come to the next cell, again you follow the same process. It say that you can see here how the salary is shifting downward, in the same way the tax rate also shifting downward here. You can go and trace precedent. So you can see here how the salary cell is shifting downward, in the same way the tax rate also shifting downward here. So but see, the column is not a problem, all data is taking from J column itself, but here row are shifting downward. So remember, whenever you drag down, the row will shift downward. When you drag right hand side, the column will shift right hand side. So how to overcome this problem? So what we can do that, in a cell what you want to freeze or what you want to lock, before that we should put a dollar sign here. So we'll go for formula bar, and we know that in cell number J2, 2 is the row, and we should lock the row itself. So the symbol we have dollar sign. You can use your dollar sign, and right now if you go and double click on this, it works perfectly fine. You can see here in the formula the G5 G6 means the salary is changing, but the tax rate already taking from row number 2 itself. Let's go and understand by trace precedent how it works. Let's see here trace precedent. We have trace precedent means we want to know how this output has come, which are the source of this output. So you can come to know the salary row is shifting downward, but the tax rate is fixed in the second row itself. So this is an example of absolute referencing. Here the salaries, you can say relative is changing the position, but the second row is not changing the position because it is locked by the help of dollar sign. Let's see one more example. You'll get crystal clear idea how it works. So here you can see the same table I have transposed here, means I have rotated that. So here you can see right now I'll write the function here, salary multiply by tax rate J2, and we got the answer. But again we can drag right hand side, again we are not getting the correct output. Let's see how it's, why we are not getting the correct output here. Click on the trace precedent, and we can see here this time so here we can see this time the second row is not a problem, row is all data is taking from second row itself, but this time column is changing, J column become K, L, M like this, right? So in this situation what we need to lock? We need to lock here column, right? So here you can, before we know that in J2 column is J, so before J we should put a dollar sign, and then we can drag right hand side, it works perfectly fine. Let's understand from this trace precedent. So it's take data, you can see here the salary is changing, but the text is taking always from J column itself. So here this is the example of again absolute referencing itself. In the previous example we have locked the row, and this example we have locked the column, and the symbol will be a dollar sign itself. So right now there is one shortcut also, we should know how to change the referencing. Click on the cell address, press function F4. When you press function F4 or F4, you can see here right now J2 means nothing is logged here. Once again I press here F2, you can see here $J $2 means what? In this one column also is locked and row also is locked. Once again I press F4, we can see here this time row is locked but column is not locked, and once again if you press here F2, this time column is locked and row is not locked here. So here we have discussed about absolute referencing as well as relative referencing with two examples. Let's go for mixed referencing. Mixed referencing means when you go for calculation, in one cell column should be locked and another cell row should be locked. So let's see how it works. So I have a table here, and in A column I have a table of 1 to 10, but I want to make a multiplication table from 1 to 10 itself. So what I mean to say, in this one I want A column should be locked and first row should be locked. So how it works, right here equal sign A2 into or multiply by B1. This time I am trying to give one demo without locking the cell. Let's see here, if I drag here and we can double click on this, see we are not getting the appropriate output. What we are looking for here, 10 into 10 output should have come here 100, but we are not getting the correct output. Let me delete and we can see how why is not working properly. So let me delete this part here and all this formula. Now this is the correct formula we have, 2 into 2 we are getting 4 here. What I want this time, 2 into 3 6 should have come here, or 2 into 4 8 should be the answer, but we are not getting the exact output. If you go and see here, it should have come 2 into 3 6, but here we are getting output 12. Let's understand why it is. So go for trace precedent. What we come to know, when you drag down, one A column shifted and become to B column right now. Once again you drag here, so this time again you can see here we can again a B column become C column right now, means when you drag right hand side, the column will start shifting right hand side. So what we should do in this calculation, we should first cell we have to lock the column $E2 into B1. If you go and drag this right now, it works fine. If you go and check how this output has come here, is taking data from first column and top row. If you go for any cell and try to understand here, it's taking data, A column is locked right now, but if you drag down again, it doesn't give correct output. Let's see, for example, when you go and double click on this, again we are not getting right output. Let's understand how this data has come. So go for trace precedent, you say that first column is fine, but when you drag downward, the row is shifting downward right now. So in this situation what we should do, we should lock the row as well. So in the second cell between B and 1, I want to lock the row, so I put one $sign here. Now if you go and drag everything and we can double click on this, we can see the correct output. So here you can right now go for any cell and try to understand how this data has come. So here you can see it's taking from first column and top row. If you go for any cell and try here, it's taking data from first column and top row. How this 100 has come here, 10 multiplied by 10. So here you can go and check, here we got the answer right now. So this is an example of mixed referencing. In one cell column should be locked, another cell row should be locked here. Let me write the formula also. So write here formula text and you can click on the first cell here. So you can see here the formula is $A2 into B$1. So here in $A2 means column is locked and B$1 means row is locked here. So this is an example of, you can say, mixed referencing. So let's we discuss about the referencing, absolute referencing and mixed referencing and relative referencing. We can see the next concept called naming range, name manager. What is naming range in Excel, how to define name, how to edit name, how to delete name, and how to use in formulas as well. So if you are looking for this kind of more informative video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Yeah, so in Excel learning series today we are going to discuss about name manager, naming range, how it works. So let's see first understand what is name manager and what is naming range in Excel. So we should go for formula tab, and there is a group is called define names. Inside that, if you click this, just bring your pointer on the name manager. What it says that Control F3 is the shortcut for name manager, and the tooltip what it says that the name manager will help you to create name, edit name, delete names, and find all the names in this workbook. Again, the second paragraph what is discussed that names can be used in a formula as a substitute for cell reference. And the last part, see one example also they have given, like instead of selecting C20 to C30 always, you can go and define one name called my cells, and any point of time you can call that name itself, right? So let's see in practical how it works. So I have a data set in B column, and I want to do the apply this some very basic function on this. So the very traditional way how we can do that, right here equal sign sum. We can select this data set and press enter. Right now we got the answer. Let me write the formula here, formula text, and we got the answer as well. For average, same process, right here average. For max, for mean, or for count. Right now you can go and check what formula I've written for this. For average, B2 to B14, for max also B2 to B14, for mean also same range, and for count also. So it is a small data set is fine, but if you have a huge data, going selecting always is a tedious job, difficult job. So what we can do that, this range we can define as a name, and we can call any point of time. So how to define names here? First of all, we can select this data. We should be in formula tab, go for name manager, click on this, you will get one dialog box. Here we have new, edit, and delete here. So click on new right now, and Excel give a suggestion like, shall I give the name of this range as a basic? Even we can follow that also, is no problem, but we can change also according to your requirements. So I am giving the name of this range called salary, and salary means here we have an option also called scope. Scope means this name is valid entire workbook, or we can select a particular worksheet also, is absolutely fine. So default is entire workbook, so let it be like this. So whenever I will tell salary means what, Excel understand naming range is nothing, our worksheet name B2 to B14. Why before B2 to B14 the worksheet name is got added? Because every worksheet we have B2 to B14, right? So which B2 to B14? Naming range worksheet. So whenever I will give a name called salary, Excel will understand this data set. Press OK right now, and now one name got created. Let's see how we can use in formula. So right here sum and salary, and press enter right now. Go for average and salary. So go for here max. You can give here salary. Go for min and go for count also. And here we can write the formula text, and we can get the answer right now. So in both way, when you used to go and select the range also, we got the same output, and when we got the defined names also, we got the same output. The best part, if you go for some other worksheet also, and if you go and call here, just go for any cell and write here equal sign salary. So Excel understand that which cell we are trying to use in this formula. Because when you define this name, you have given the scope, we have given entire workbook. If you specify that this name should valid in a particular worksheet, then it will not work in other workbook, other worksheet as well. So let's come back to our worksheet here. So we come to know how to create create a names here and how to use in formula. Let's see here, if you go and add some data, and here we can, but there is no impact here in this because names. So if you have modified something in your data set, how to edit your name, you Again you can go for formula tab, go for name manager, and here we have salary. Click on edit right now. So till now it was 14th row, so I can go and change, it should be valid till 15th row. Like that we can make changes here, and once you make changes with all your formula, wherever you use the salary as a name, it will change by itself. So this is the way you can create names, and we can edit name, you can use in formula. Once again here and say this time, if you don't want these names now, you can go and edit and delete also. So it will give a warning, are you sure you want to delete this name called salary? If you press OK right now, the name got deleted, and all this formula right now, it will give an error called name error. Right now Excel is not understanding what salary you are talking about, correct? So this is the way you can create your names, you can edit name, you can use in formula, you can find all the names, you can go and modify that also. Let's see, I'll tell you one tricks also how you can create a name without going to the formula tab. So let's see here, we are in home tab, and from here itself we want to create the names here. So what we can do, select this entire data, go for this name box. This box is called name box, and here we can define a name called salary and press enter right now. So this is also a way we can create the names here. Go and use here right now salary, go for sum or average, or you can go for max, or you can go for min, and you can go for count also. So this is the way we can do that, how to create name, edit name, delete name, find all the names in a formula, and what is name scope, and how you can create names with the help of name box also. So we cover about naming range, how to create name, edit name, delete name, how to use names in formula in Excel. Let's go and deep dive in learning about the subtotal functions, aggregate function, and data consolidation from different workbook as well as same workbook. We'll discuss about how to copy visual cells in Excel. So let's get started. So I have a data set here, and I want to do subtotal of this data. Let's see here, total is very simple, we know. We can write here sum function, and we can select the data, we got the total here. But I want to know the subtotal department wise, or maybe subtotal by region wise or city wise, or any topic, whatever we want here. So what we will do first, let's see. So on what basis you want to do subtotal, that column must be in ascending order, okay? Ascending or descending must be sorted format itself. So click on the header, go for data tab, and here we have an option called A to Z and Z to A. Ascending descending topic in details we will discuss in upcoming videos. So go for here, ascending order or descending order is very simple. So no need to select the data, just click on the header, and A to Z or Z to A you can select according to your requirement. So I have selected region column ascending order. Right now I want to do subtotal. So what I should do, go for data tab, and there is a group we have called outlines. In this outlines we have an option called subtotal. So click on this subtotal, and here we have multiple options. So what column I have sorted out, maybe in this case we have arranged a region column in ascending order, so you can go for, so you should select this one region column, right? And you can change the function also if you want, maybe some situation you want not only sum, average, max, mean, count, any function if you want to, you can use here. And on, because what should be the total, add subtotal for add subtotal to, so we have basic column is the numerical column we have in our data set. So you'll go for basic and press OK right now. And once we have completed, you can see here left hand side we have 3 outlines are there. Grand total of the company, how much we have, we come to know. And here we have the subtotal part is the second option, you can see here. East, north, south, west is the, means per region how much company is spending, we come to know. And the third part we have here, you can go and click here, this is called entire details. So this is the way you can add here subtotal. Let's see here, I want data in subtotal, but I don't want this outlines. So what I should do, go for data tab, and here we have on group, and click here clear outlines. So what we can see, the ungrouping part is done. Right now data in subtotal format, but we cannot see these outlines. Again, if you want to get back these outlines, what I should do, go for data tab once again, and here we have go for group, and you can say here auto outlines. If you go for auto outlines, all this outlines are again come back. Right now I don't want this subtotal, and I want to get back my original data. So what I should do, go for data tab and go for subtotal, and you can click here at the bottom. We have an option called remove all. You can get back all your data. So this is one way we can do that. Let me arrange the data in employee code once again, A to Z. My data is original data we got. Let's see one more example. So this time what I will do, I will arrange the data department column in ascending order, and we want to do subtotal based on department itself. So click on the department, arrange the data in ascending order. You can see here accounts, marketing, operation, R&D and training. And if you want to go for descending order, you can see here training, R&D, operation, marketing and accounts. So let's see here, we'll arrange the data in ascending order by department wise. So here you can see all the department we have. So this example we will go and discuss about how to do subtotal based on department. So I have arranged the department column in ascending order. You should be in data tab, go for subtotal, and this time we will select here which column we have arranged here, department. So we'll arrange a department column, some function is fine. You can go and click here basic and press OK right now, and here you can go for 1 means grand total we have, 2 means subtotal and 3 means entire details. So let's go for second option here, and we got the which department, company, how much is spending without writing any formula and all, we got it everything. So let's here we can clear this option. Again the same process, how we can clear the outlines. We can go for outline group. Here we have in our data tab, the group name is outlines, and inside that we have a ungroup. Go and clear outlines. So again data in subtotal basis department wise, but the outlines are not there. And how to get back, you can go for group, and you can see auto outlines, everything will back for you. If you don't want this subtotal, you can go for subtotal option again, and you can click here clear, and all data is back right now. So this is we learn subtotal with the help of tool, subtotal tool. It is available in data tab, outline groups, subtotal, group and ungroup option. Here we have, suppose sometime you want to hide, if you have a large data set, so I don't want to hide that. So how to group? For example, let's say address and city I don't want, or region I don't want for some time. So instead of hiding, I can go for group, and you can say here auto outlines. So right now, okay, here we have, let's go for example, let's go for row wise, select some rows, and you can go for here we have any group is there, we can clear first, or let me go and click here group, and here you can go and click here. So this lines after 4th row we have 13th row, so we have group this, and whenever you want you can ungroup this, and if you don't want this lines you can go for clear outlines. In the same way, let me go, and once we can close this file, don't save the file here, again let me open this file here once again, go for, we have this data, and I want here to select certain columns and go for group, and you can say here, okay, here certain for this, go for group, and you can see here group this. So you can go and group these columns, and any point of time you don't want, you can go for ungroup. So this is the way you can go for grouping and ungrouping also. Instead of hiding, unhiding something, you can group certain columns or certain row, go here group, and you can say here group. So you got grouped right now. After A you can get C column, and if you want to ungroup, again we can go for ungroup, and you can say here clear outlines. The shortcut also is given for grouping. What we can do, Shift Alt right arrow key, and for ungrouping you can say Shift Alt left arrow key. So here the shortcuts are there. Let's see, for example, right now I want to tell you how the subtotal function works. This one, it discuss about how to do subtotal tools in the data tab, outlines group, subtotal or ungroup or grouping, all those things. Let's see, for example, how the subtotal function works. I will write here some function. Here we can write here some function and we can select the data. We got the answer. We got the answer. Let me write the formula text for you, and this is the formula text, and we got the answer. Now what I want, let me hide some rows from 11th to 15th row. I want to hide this. So right click and hide this. After hiding, I want to do total of only those number which are visible here. What I mean to say, let's see here, select this data and you can go for status bar. The total says that 1,27,425. I want this value should be in Excel. How to do that? So you can go for right here sum function once again. Select this data and press enter. But I'm getting the same answer what was before hiding. What was the answer? I'm getting same answer. So let me write here formula text once again. Formula text, and we can click the cell address. You can click the cell address, we got the answer. So when you are hiding the rows also, Excel will do the operation in all the hidden rows as well. So what I should do, so I should see the total of visible cells itself. So for that we have one function here called subtotal. Go for subtotal function. The subtotal function will ask you what aggregate function you want to use, sum, average, max, mean, count. So you want to go for sum function here. Go for sum function. And after this you can go and do subtotal and press enter. Again it doesn't give the desired result. Let's go for formula text. So when you go for subtotal function also, it is not giving you the data of visible cells itself. So what we should do now? So go for subtotal function once again, and this time you will not go for 9 here. 9 means sum we know, but we have one more sum function for visible cells itself. So let's see what I should do. Scroll a bit more down. You can get one option called 109. So 109 will do that also sum itself, but this sum function will do the total of visible cells. So click on this, and after this you can go and select the entire data and press enter. We got the desired result here. Right here formula text, and here you can see we got the data G2 to G29, but inside G2 to G29 range, which are the cells are visible, we got answer for that only. So this is the way subtotal function works. What we can do with subtotal, the same thing we can do that with one more function called aggregate function. Let's see how aggregate works. Go for aggregate function and write here what we want to do, sum function. So write here 9. After this, if you put one more comma sign, you'll get a list of means argument by itself, anything you can select of your choice. For example, here we have ignore nothing. Ignore nothing means it will do total of everything. So you can go for right here 4, and then we can go and select the, then you can go and select this entire data. If you go for ignore nothing means you'll get all the data like normal sum function itself. So go for formula text, and here we can, so go for format painter, and so we got the same answer. So how to get total of visible cells only with the help of aggregate function. So go for aggregate, go for sum function again number 9, and after this instead of 4 we'll select this time 5. 5 means what it says that ignore hidden rows. In the selection of G2 to G21, if any visible cells are there, it will do the total of those number itself, not the hidden rows and all. So here you can go for, and then we can select the total cell here and press enter. We got the answer. We got the answer. Here we can go for format cell and we can click on this. So this is the way aggregate function also work in Excel. So we discuss here subtotal tools and subtotal functions and aggregate functions, how to do groupings and ungrouping of the rows and columns. Let's see right now what we want. We want to do the copy paste of this data in some other worksheet, but in this data set some hidden rows are there. I don't want to count I don't want to copy those rows. So you can select this data right now and press Control C for copy, and go for a blank cell wherever you want the data. Suppose for example I want to add a new worksheet and I want to do paste there itself. So when you go for let's see here what I am trying to tell. First of all, select this data, go for copy. After copy, come to the destination cell and go for paste. Here you can go for paste option. You can go for paste option. So what we got the entire data itself. Even the hidden rows are also getting copied here. If you go here in this data set, row number 11 to 15 is hidden, that is not visible here, but when you copy pasted it is coming 10 to 15 that data also. So what I should do, I want to copy the data which are visible itself, not the hidden rows. So let me first delete this part here. I am into the data set here. Go and select this data. How to select? Control A and then go for Control C. Here first what I should do that. First select the data, Control A, and then how to select the data of visible cells only, you have to press Alt semicolon. When you press Alt semicolon, after Alt semicolon go for copy and then come to the destination cell and here we can paste here. So what happened here, this is copy and pasting the data of visible cells. After you can see row number 9 coming here, row number 15. So this is the way you can copy the data of visible cells itself. The shortcut is Alt semicolon, right? So what we discuss now, we discuss about subtotal tools under data tab. We discuss about subtotal functions and how the argument takes, and then grouping and ungrouping part. We discuss about aggregate function, and we discuss about how to do the copy cells of the visible cells only we can copy and paste to the destination. So already we discussed about subtotal functions, subtotal tools, we discussed about aggregate functions, grouping and grouping part. So right now we are going to discuss about consolidation. So what is consolidation? If you go for data tab and bring your pointer on the in this data tools group, we have an option called consolidate. If you read the tooltip, what it says that summarize data from separate range, consolidating the result in a single output range. For example, if you have a worksheet of expenses figure for each of your regional office, you might use a consolidation to roll up this figure into a corporate expense worksheet. For example, you have means different office, different branches are there, and all branches maintain a different expenses worksheet, and you want to incorporate worksheet, you want to consolidate everything, you want to combine everything, you can go for consolidate option here. So we can do that consolidation by same workbook or even a different workbook also. So in consolidate you can use many functions, sum, average, max, mean, any aggregate function also can be used here. So what we will do first, let's see here, I have a worksheet and here I have some students, their score marks are there. In first worksheet I have marks of the students, how much they score in English. The second worksheet, the same students, how much they score in maths. And then third worksheet we have computers, and fourth worksheet we have science, and fifth worksheet here we want to do total of all the entire marks here. We can do that by sum function also. So when you go for sum function, you can go and click the worksheet 1 and then again you can put a comma sign, you can go for sheet number 2, again you can click the cell, again you can go for sheet number 3 and click the cell address, again we can go for sheet number 4 and click the cell address and close the bracket and press enter right now. So this is the way also we can do that, but it's very bit complicated. So instead of writing this manual work, we can use the consolidate tools also. So let's see how it works. So you can click on the destination cell where you want the output. It should be in data tab. Go to data tools, and here we have an option called consolidate. Click on this, and you can go and select the data right now. Go for sheet number 1 and block the cells, and here click add here. Go for sheet number 2. Again it is already selected, so press here add. Sheet number 3, and you can click here add button. Sheet number 4, and you can click here add and press OK right now. So all the worksheets are combined here. We have not written any function, the function written by Excel itself. And which function? I choose here sum function. If you want, you can change the function also according to your requirement. Now if I go and change the data in the source in any worksheet, will it update here or not? So when you go here in sheet number 1, instead of 56, how much total we have right now? So student number 1 total is 2 to 4. If you go and change the English marks to suppose 56 to 96, but if you go and see here, there is no update into the final worksheet. So if you want the connection from the source, means whenever you make the changes into the source, the data should change by itself. So for that, what I should do, go for consolidate, and here we have one option what we have, create link to the data source. If you activate this part, and then you can go and right now here we have, go and make the changes to 96 to again 56 and press enter, and go and check here the value getting reduced here right now 2 to 4. If you go and again increase the salary, the marks is 96, go and see here the marks got changed by itself. So this is a consolidation we have discussed from the same worksheet. Like that we can connect the data from multiple workbook also. The process will be same. You can go and click on the data, and here you can go for browse option and you can select that. So we'll discuss this also, how to consolidate data from different workbooks also. So what we will do for that, let me close this file and I'll open one folder. There we have multiple files are there, and we can, so we can go for file, and I'll go for open this file right now. Here we have not this, go for close this, open this file, go for file, you can go for open and browse here. You can select here on the file what we have, go for desktop. So I have a folder itself called consolidation. Inside this there are so many files are there. Just I give an example, I'm going to open this file right now. So here I have a file number 1, and this is called, the file number 1 is BLR, Bangalore location, and this is the sales value we have. In the same way, when you go for open this file and go for browse here, you can go and select this time DEL and press OK right now. And I have another file called DEL, and the sales value is there. Again you can go and click here, go for open, go for browse option here and select this time HYD. I got one different sales data HYD. Like this only you can go for open this, go for open this HYD, we open, and the last what we have, go for open here, browse, and you can select here MUM. So right now if you can see here, there are total 4 files are open, and I want here the final should be there, and go for open once again this time and go for browse, and here you can see here all 4 files are there. All those 4 files output I want in a new workbook. So what I should do, I can go for open the file here, this file MUM, I can go for save as, in the same folder, go for save as here and write here total, and press save right now, and here we can delete this part here. So I have total 4 files in this workbook and I want to join everything. So go for open right now, browse. You can see here there are 4 files are there. I want to join everything in total workbook. So what I should do here, we can, let's open the BLR file, and this sales amount I can select here, and I define one name I have defined here called data. How to define? You can select this and click on this name box and press enter. So the BLR file I have a range called data. In the same way, you can right now you can close this file. So I have total file, okay, let it be like this. You can go for MUM file here. In MUM also, if you go and see here this data set, I've given a name called data. You can give different name also, is absolutely fine, but learning will be easy if you give the same name also. So go and close this file as well. Now if you go and see here BLR and go for HYD. In HYD also, if you see the sales amount, I given a name called data. You can close this, and the last file name what we have here, go for, we discuss about DEL, okay, go for DEL file, select this, and what name is defined here, data itself. So right now how all 4 files, how we want to combine, we can see here. So click on the destination cell where you want the output, go for data tab, go for consolidate, click on browse, and here we can select our first file, and after selecting, what we should do, in the file path name, after this name I can, what was the range I want to join here, data, just add here. So this is my first file. Now I can go for browse once again, and this time I will go for DEL. In the file already we got everything. Go at the end right now here in this file and write here the data, that name only we have given here. So these 2 files got connected now. Yeah, DELN. Let's go and remove this. Click on this browse once again, go for HYD, and here we can, at the end of this file right here on data, and click add, and the last file what we have here, go for browse and click here MUM. At the end of this browse option, you can go and write the option called data and press enter. So here you can see go for browse option, here go for consolidate. I think the path is not taken properly, so you can delete once again here. Go and so browse option, you can just select the file name where it is, BLR, and after this selection, at the end of this data, we can write here go and browse here, and after this write the name whatever we have defined, data, and press add. In the same way, once we have done this, we can go for the second file, the same process. We can go for browse once again and select the second file here, click on this option here, last of this file right here, and data, and press enter. Press enter. 2 files are got connected. Let's see here once again here. So for Delhi and Bangalore, the third file what we have here, you can go for HYD and click on this arrow key here. At the end you can write here data and press enter. You can add here. So here HYD also got added. The last file we have here, we can go for MUM. Click on this arrow key. At the last you can give your name called data and we can press enter. You can add and press OK right now. So all 4 files are connected with the help of consolidation. And here also what we can do, if you want to connect with the source, there may be different location also, but any changes happening in any worksheet, I can create link to the source, so it will get updated right now. So we have, if you go and see here what this number has come all about, so you can click here OK right now and you can see the different files are getting here. So this is the way you can go and consolidate the different data from the different worksheet. You can consolidate data from the different workbook with the help of consolidate option. So we cover about consolidation, how to get data from different worksheet, different workbook. We learn about subtotal functions, we learn about aggregate function. Let's dive into financial functions like how to calculate EMI, how to calculate future value, present value. We are going to learn right now. As a data analyst, you may get opportunity to work in finance domain, banking, and also this functions is going to help you a lot. So we'll discuss some very basic function in financials. So let's see, we will learn from scenario based itself. So the first one question what we have here, we'll try to solve with Excel. So very simple question we have here. Mr. Ajay purchased one Hero Honda Charisma of rupees 95,000 rupees by taking a loan from ICICI Bank and repayable in 5 years monthly wise. You have to calculate the EMI. So this kind of functions what we are going to explore, not only for your professional career as well as personal life also you can use these functions. So let's plot this question in Excel how it works. So the loan amount how much we have here, 95,000, and rate what is given, bank is charging here 8.5%. Let me go and here 8.5%. Let me scroll this window right now. So here you can see the rate we have here 8.5%, right, and payable in 5 years. So the rate is 8.5%. We can 8.5%, and time is for 5 years. 5 years. But here what is the question says that, let me discuss this here. We can go for Alt Enter to break the line. You can understand here. Right now the question is more clear here. So what is the question we have? Mr. Ajay purchased one Hero Honda Charisma of rupees 95,000 rupees by taking loan from ICICI Bank. Repayable in 5 years, monthly installment 8.5% per annum. Calculate the EMI for the loan. So he need to pay the EMI monthly wise. So how to calculate? So there is a predefined function we have in Excel called PMT. So let's see how it works. We'll write here PMT. Click on this function argument box. Here you can see here the rate what we have, 8.5%. N per means total number of period. So here you have 5 years, and PV means present value, the loan amount. So right here 95,000. But see, and this rate bank has charging per annum, right? PA per annum, and EMI will be per month. So what we can do, we can change this yearly interest to monthly interest. How can we do that? The rate we can divide it by 12. So right now you can see the rate of interest converted in monthly interest, and N per means total number of 5 years you need to pay. So in 5 years monthly installment means what I should do, multiply by 12. Here you can get here 60 installment, and the EMI amount principal value or present value is 95,000. So what will be the EMI? So you can just click OK right now and you can get the answer here. Let me write the formula here, formula text, and we can come to know. So here PMT H5 divided by 12. H5 what we have? Rate of interest. Why divided by 12? Because yearly interest we converted in monthly interest. I5 multiplied by 12, I5 what we have, the number of 5 years, 5 years multiplied by 12 means total 60 installment. G5 we have here the loan amount, how much he has taken the loan, so it will be 95,000. So EMI will be minus 1949. Remember, EMI will be always negative value itself. So this is the way we can calculate the EMI in the Excel, right? Now, as you know very well, EMI will be having two parts, principal as well as interest. So when Ajay start paying his EMI, first installment, second installment, total he need to pay 60 installment. So per installment the EMI amount will be exactly same to same, but inside that the calculation of principal and interest will be changed. So let's see the next question so you can understand better what I'm trying to discuss. Mr. Ajay want to know the breakup of the principal amount in the EMI payable in the first month. So the question is connected from the previous question itself. Let's write here the principal is 95,000. The rate is 8.5% per annum. So we can copy here, and time we have for total 5 years, right? So now let's see, for calculating the principal part we have another function called PPMT, principal payment. So write the function here, PPMT, principal payment here. Click the function argument box, the rate where we have 8.5%, N per means total number of period for 5 years, present value is 95,000. So as in the previous example what we have done, the yearly interest we have converted in monthly interest. So go for divided by 12, and N per you can go for multiply by 12, and PV we have already. Here one more argument is there called per. Per means Ajay want to know the principal for which installment. So he want to know for the first month, because every month the EMI will be same only, but inside that the principal and interest calculation will change. So per may be a number from 1 to 60, because total 60 month installment is there. So right here Ajay want to know for the first month, so right here 1 and press OK right now, and here we got the answer. So this is called principal payment, PPMT. Let me write the formula here. And here we come to know this is the principal part. So we know very well EMI is the combination of principal and interest. So his EMI is minus 1949. Out of this, in first month he paid 1276 as a principal amount, and remaining amount is interest, right? So how to calculate the interest part? That is very simple. We can just subtract that. You can go for this one plus, if I go for this part, I got here, okay, so negative value, so it should be minus. Both have the same symbol, so you can go for minus sign itself, this much minus. So the interest part will be, let me write the formula here. So interest part will be 672.92, but this one we can calculate by function also. So let's see how we can do by function this one, interest part. So we can go for the next concept, next question. What it says that? It says that Ajay want to know the breakup of the interest amount in the EMI payable for the first month right now. So we calculated here the total EMI is 1949. We calculated the principal part 1276, but we calculated the interest part with the help of subtraction method. But how can we do that? By function. So let's see here, for example, we'll go and explore the next function called IPMT, interest payment, IPMT, interest payment. Let's plot the question here. So this part exactly same to same, so you can go for Control C and Control V here, and we are going to calculate the interest part. So for that we are going to learn a new function called IPMT here. Go for function argument box, very similar like your principal payment function itself. The rate where we have 8.5%, and total number of period is for 5 years, and PV we have for 95,000. So as you know very well, rate is annual interest, so you have to divide it by 12, so it will become monthly interest. 5 years EMI means total 5 years, then multiply by 12, so it becomes 60 month installment, and PV already we have 95,000. So if press OK right now, let's see what we have done here, let's understand. So here, okay, cell address I-19 means rate of interest. Let's see here, rate of interest I-19 is fine. Per we have missing, so per means for which month? I want to know for the first month, so you should, because all are mandatory arguments, because you should not skip this. So per means I want to know for the first month, so that one was missing, so answer we are not getting. Right now all of you can see here we can see we got the exact what we have done by calculation method. The same thing we have done by the interest IPMT method right now. If you go and add both, you will get the EMI part. So EMI is all about combination of principal and interest. You can see here how much we have, 1949 is the total EMI. How to check here? We can just add both number, go for any cell here, and if you go and this one plus if you go for this one, both we got the same answer whatever we have calculated our EMI. So we come to know how to calculate EMI and how to extract the principal amount and how to extract the interest amount with the help of Excel functions. We discussed till now what is PMT function and what is PPMT. PMT stands for payment, PPMT stands for principal payment, and IPMT stands for interest payment. Now we can go for the next question here. What it says that, let's see here. So Miss Meenakshi has a fixed deposit of rupees 25,000 in HDFC Bank for 5 years, on which interest will be given by bank 8.5% per annum, right? Calculate the maturity value for Meenakshi. So right now plot the question in Excel here, 250000. The rate we have here 8.25% and time is for 5 years. But here one thing remember, whenever you go for deposit, in the previous example we had loan, so loan should be in positive value and EMI will be in negative, but here we have deposit means the principal amount should be negative, so future value will be positive. So when you are depositing the money, it should be in negative, so minus 25,000. So after 5 years, how much he is going to get? So let's see here. So you can go for future value function equals sign future value, go for function argument box. The rate where we have here, rate we have 8.25% interest, N per means total for 5 years, and PMT you should skip that, we should give here PV. So you can say when we can give PMT. If you have a recurring deposit means you can go for PMT, but our question says that it is a fixed deposit, so I am going for PV means present value, because it is a annual interest bank is going to offer and there is no per month anything required, so no need to rate divide by 12 and N per should be multiplied by 12. Just rate of interest, number of period and principal amount, that's all. We can get the answer here 37,160. Here you can see the answer, and here we are. Go for write the formula, and here you can get the answer right now. So we calculated the future value, and let's see here the next question what it says that. So this one for fixed deposit, the question says, so fixed deposit nothing to divide or multiply. Let's see the next question what it says that Miss Rita is having an option going for RD. RD means what? Recurring deposit, in which amount payable per month is 1,200 rupees, interest is 7.5% per annum, and the period for the deposit will be 5 years. She asks you to calculate the maturity value. So let's see what we will do. We'll plot the question in Excel. We know that the deposit amount should be negative. The rate we have 7.5% and time we have for 5 years. We need to calculate the future value. So for 5 years, right? So So go once again the same function what we already discussed, future value, but here the treatment will be different. Let's understand, because it is a RD account, recurring deposit. So rate of interest 7.5, total number of period for 5 years, PV for PV no, because it is recurring deposit, so we'll go for PMT, payment, like and it is a monthly rate of interest. So she is depositing per month wise. So whenever you go for RD account, rate should be divided by 12, and per means total in 5 years how much EMI, how much RD per month she is going to pay, total how many number of installments, you can go for multiply by 12. So you can see here total 60 installments she is going to pay to the bank. So after 5 years how much she is going to get, you can see here the 87,000. Let's go and write the formula here, formula text, and you can see here this is the formula what we have. So this is the way we calculated how to calculate future value in the fixed deposit and how to calculate the future value in recurring deposit. The major difference we have, when you go for recurring deposit, the rate should be divided by 12 and period number of periods should be multiplied by 12. But when you go for fixed deposit, nothing to do all those things. Now go for the next question. What it says that Mr. Amit want to invest in a plan where he will invest 1560 quarterly for 10 years. So we know that in 1 year we have 4 quarters. So 10 years means we will have 40 quarters. To get the maturity of rupees 95,000, he wants that after 10 years this amount should become 95,000. He want to calculate the rate of interest in the plan of the investment. So here we have the present value is 1560 for how many years? For 10 years. Future value 95000, and rate we need to calculate, right? Rate we need to calculate. To calculating the rate, we should go for rate function, go for function argument box here, n per total number of period 10 years, but we have seen in the question it is mentioned that quarterly, so 10 years multiply by 4, so total 40 installment Ajay will be paying, and the principal amount we have 1560. I can go for this one, should be minus, and future value how much you want? 95,000. And what will be the rate of interest? You can click OK right now, and we got the answer. This is the rate of interest. Let me write the formula here. Write the formula, and we can, so we come to know this. Now, so the next question is connected from this only. So you can go for, before opting for the plan, the rate calculated above, we have calculated 10.8192%. The same period and same maturity value, Amit want to know the present value of the investments. Actually, we already know the present value 1560, but right now we want to do reverse calculation, means have we created, generated the right rate of interest or not. So time, we know that time we have for 10 years. Future value already it is predefined 95,000. You can copy paste from here, and the rate of interest also you can control C, but control V doesn't work here. So you can go for paste as value, and after this you go for PV, how to calculate. So you'll go for the function called PV, click on the function argument box. The rate we have calculated just now, the rate we have calculated here, and number of period we have means for 10 year multiply by 4 means 40 installment, and PMT we have to, PMT is not required here. Future value he wants 95,000 should be there. So see here we have done this reverse calculation right now, and we got the answer 1560. That was the question here. So with this present value we calculate rate of interest, and from this rate of interest we have calculated the P present value. So it is exactly same to same is working fine. Now, so till now we have done PMT function for the EMI, PPMT means principal part in the EMI, IPMT means interest part in the EMI. Then we discuss about future value, every function for future value. In two methods we discuss, one for how to calculate for fixed deposit and how to calculate for recurring deposit. After that we calculated the rate of interest, how to calculate with the help of rate function, and whatever we have calculated rate of interest, based on that we have done the reverse calculation and calculated the present value. So these all are, let's see one more function how it works. So read this, what it says that the question just, so Miss Asa want to go for a RD scheme in a bank, recurring deposit, amount of 1,525 per month. Per month means RD account, right? Whereas the interest bank is offering her 7.5% per annum. Find the number of installments she has to pay to get the maturity value 51,000. Also calculate the number of years as well. So let's plot the question here. So we know that deposit amount should be negative, so right here 25. The rate how much is 7.5%, and future value how much she wants here 51,000. So total number of installment how to calculate, so you can go for n per function, go for n per, and function argument box here, rate we can calculate, present value, future value, present value, PMT how much she is going to pay per month, we can see here 15. So this is the year PMT amount 1525, and PMT or PV, any one option is sufficient to calculation. Go for future value how much you want, 51,000. And one more thing, the rate whatever is given, it is per annum, right? Rate is 7% per annum, so you have to make monthly interest, so divided by 12. So if you do that, we got this answer. Total how many installment? 30 installment. So within 30 installment, if she pay 1525, it will become 51,000. What formula we use, we can see here with the help of formula text, and we can press enter. So this one we have done by n per function. The question says that also calculate the number of years. So we know that if you have 30 installment means divided by 12, we can come to know, make it as a whole number. So go for decimal part, we can reduce this, and here we got the answer. Let me write the formula also, right here formula text, and we can. So if she want to deposit per month 1525 for with the rate of interest 7.5%, and she want, if her goal is to get 51,000, so she need to pay 30 installment, and 2.5 years she need to pay the EMI, so she can reach her goal. So these all are the major the financial function in Excel, the day-to-day activity people can use for their professional job as well as their personal job also. About how to calculate EMI, we can go for principal PMT function, go for calculation of principal part, we can go for PPMT. For interest calculation, you can go for IPMT. For future value, maturity value, you can go for every function, and for recurring deposit also future value, you can go for every function itself. Then how to calculate the rate of interest from an investment, and you can say how to get the total number of installment we calculated with the n per function. So these all comes under financial function of Excel. So if you are looking for this kind of more informative video, please like and subscribe our channel. So we discuss about financial functions, how to calculate EMI, how to calculate principal amount or interest part, or how to calculate future value, present value, how to calculate rate or total number of period. So with that, So that we are going to discuss one concept called goal seek. What is goal seek? You can go to the data tab in the ribbon, and here we have an option called what if analysis. If you go and bring your pointer inside and click on this, just bring your pointer on goal seek, what it says that find the right input for the value you want. So let's see what does it mean. For example, let's see here. One person want to deposit rupees 65,000 in the bank, and let's say for example bank is offering 7.5% interest, 7.5% interest, and he want to deposit for 5 years. So he want to know from you how much I will get after 5 years. So we know that this is a fixed deposit, right? So we'll go for future value, go for function argument box, and here we can go by rate, total number of period we have for 5 years, and we know that for fixed deposit PMT should not it should be empty, and PV you should give 65,000. So once you click here, Excel says that that person will get, write the formula text here, formula text, and this person get 93,315 rupees and some change here. But his goal is to reach 1 lakh rupees, right? So what can be changed here? So remember, goal seek always work based on the dependent cell. So how this cell has come, we should know there. You could go for formula auditing, and here one option we have called trace precedent. So Excel says that to get this data, these 3 cells are this data is dependent on all these 3 cells, either principal or rate or time, right? If anything we change to reach the goal. So let me remove this arrows here and go and remove arrows here right now. Come and bring your pointer here once again. So what we should do? So either we can change principal or we can change rate of interest or time. So how to reach? If you can go and you have to do the trial and error. If you go and increase another 2,000, okay, it's 97. If you go and increase another 2,000, so it's 99. Means we can do that, but with the help of trial and error, right? So instead of that, Excel have a tool that goal seek. What we discussed that, what to do? Go for first you should be in the cell, which cell you want to set. So we want to set the cell number G6. This cell should become 1 lakh rupees. That is the goal. So go for data, and here you can go for what if analysis goal seek. In goal seek set cell, this cell is set cell. How much value? The goal is 1 lakh. What can be changed here? We can change here, for example, let's say go and change the principal amount and press OK right now. So Excel says that if this person investing instead of 65,000, if he invests 69,655 rupees and some change, means with the same principal and same time it will become 1 lakh rupees. But you can change, no, not this is not don't want to increase the deposit amount. What is the other option we have? So once again we'll go for data, and here we have what if analysis and go for goal seek, and this time the goal is same only 1 lakh. What can be changed? Let's try with the rate of interest and press OK right now. So here you can see instead of 65,000 is fine, but instead of 7.5%, if rate is 9%, with the same 5 years this person can reach 1 lakh rupees, his goal. But again, what is the third option we have? So again we can go for data, and here we have what if analysis and goal seek, and set cell is fine. Remember, always set cell must have a formula. If you simply type, means it doesn't work. The set cell must be a dependent cell. The value, how much is the goal? 1 lakh. What can be changed? This time we'll try with the time. Press OK right now, and here you can see almost you can say 5.96, means maybe another 1 year require to the same rate and same principal, it will become 1 lakh rupees. So what do we come to know? Goal seek means if after one formula we got some output, but to modify the output according to your goal, you can use this goal seek. The function, the description says that about this tool itself. you can read here, you say that find the right input for the value you want. So right input we got, either 65,000 should become 69,000, or rate should become 9%, or time should become maybe another 1 year. So this is the way, is a very helpful tool for data analysis or what if analysis. You have a goal and you can reach based on the only one thing, remember, always keep in mind which cell you are going to set, that must have a formula. So we discuss about financial functions, how to calculate principal part or EMI or interest part. Let's see how to calculate the entire EMI table with the help of these financial functions. So let's see one situation here. One person has taken loan per month. This is the loan amount we have, principal amount, and bank is charging 11% interest, and he need to pay the entire amount with interest within 5 years. So he want to know total how much, means total EMI table, how to calculate in Excel. We'll see here right now. So EMI how to calculate, we know very well. Go for PMT function, and here we can go for rate. Rate we have 11% divided by 12, we know very well. N per means total we have 5 years, and monthly interest, monthly EMI, so total 12 month, and PV we have for 50,000 rupees, 5 lakhs, right? So how to lock this cell? You can just always remember, when you are going for this concept, the cell should be locked here. So just you can press your function F4. When you press function F4, your cell will be locked here by itself. Rate, when you drag down, the rate should not come downward. In the same way, regarding referencing concept in detail video, we will have in upcoming session as well. So here you go for N per, again you can press here function F4, we can lock this, and PV also you can press function F4. So the cell will be locked from both side $sign, okay? And then we can double click on this, we can double click on this. So it works because EMI we know very well, per month will be same amount itself till here 60 installment. So here you can see here per month we have 60 installment, all the same amount itself. Let's see how to calculate the out of this 10,871, how much he paid principal in first installment and how much he paid interest in the first installment. So we'll go for another function called PPMT. PPMT stands for, already we have discussed in our previous video, like how you can go through that financial topic video, so for more clarity. So rate we have here 11%, and N per we have for 5 years, PV we have for 50,000 we have given here, 5 lakhs, right? Rate should be divided by 12, and N per should be multiplied by 12, because total we have 60 installment. And always remember, this cell should be logged here. So you can give $2 sign, PV also is fine here. Now, but per we have given in the cell address A4, and remember, per should not be logged here. Right now, when you double click on this, you can see here slowly your principal out of 10,871, 6287 is the principal amount, and what is the interest amount we'll see here. Slowly all of you know how we start repaying the loan. Can you see the last installment company has, out of 10,871, 10,772 is the principal itself, means interest is very minimal in the last installment. So how to go for interest payment? Right here IPMT function, and go for function argument box. Rate we have given, N per means 5 and PV means 5 lakhs, whatever you given here. Rate should be divided by 12, and rate should be logged here, and N per should be logged here. Let's see here, rate should be, rate we have here C, and it should be divided by 12, and rate should be logged, means you can click in between and press function F4, and number of installment function F4, and here you can go for multiply by 12, and PV we have already here. N per we can give from cell number A4, and PV also should be logged here. Function F4, press OK right now, and we can double click on this. So you can see here slowly the interest will be decreasing and principal will be increasing. So if you go and add both, here you can go and add principal plus interest, you will get the same exactly EMI for every month itself. It never change. And how the this price PMT means pending amount, how much we have to pay. For example, so first month the total principal how much it was, we can mention here, and we can, this is the total amount is the principal part we have, and how much you can go and this part minus, already he paid this much, so you can go for this part. This is a negative number, so you can here give plus sign here. So already he paid 6,000. If you go and drag this part here, remember this function F4 function should be here logged here. Function F4, we can go and we can log this part. So this is referencing concept we have discussed in detail also. Let's go for format painter, so it will be exactly same to same. Yeah, so total we had principal is 5 lakhs, but this much already paid here. So slowly what will happen, your C4, no, let's see here what we can do. So our principal part is this, and so go for this one plus principal how much we paid here, and in this cell F4 should be logged here. F4 here, function F4, it should be logged here. So total loan amount was 5 lakhs. Out of that, when he paid the first installment, next month interest will be chargeable in this amount itself. When you double click on this, and slowly you can see the amount will keep on reducing here. Here the first month we had total principal is this. Once you start repaying this amount, so next month install EMI is this itself. Again, let's see here once again we can, the referencing part is, so when you go for this minus this value, okay, sorry, it should be plus, right? It should be plus itself, okay. So it should not log that. So when you go for double click on this, slowly you can see the amount is keep on reducing, and at the last it should be, you can see the exactly how much we have to pay. It should match with your data. So this is the way you are start reducing your, so first when loan was this much, when you paid first installment in the principal part, so next month interest will be there in this principal amount, and every month the principal is keep on reducing. If the principal is reducing, means interest will be reducing, right? Yeah. So this is the way you can calculate your EMI part in your Excel. Okay. So with that we cover about financial functions like how to calculate EMI, present value, future value and all. So let's learn about some new function in Excel comes under Office 365, like how filter function works, sort function, sort by, unique and sequence functions we are going to discuss now. So in this series a lot of new functions we are going to discuss today. The number one we are going to discuss about unique function. Unique function is like what we have done in Excel, like remove duplicates kind of thing. You can get the unique data itself. So let's see, for example, I can go and write here a function called unique. Unique, and this function demands where is your from which data set you want the unique number. So we can go and select here any data set. For example, I want all the regions columns are present unique data itself. So I can go and close the data and hit enter. So you can see here in this all the region column, E column, I got unique data is west, north, southeast itself. Now I'll go for any other column. For example, this time I want all the unique data departments, unique departments. So let me copy the header here, not compulsory, but for understanding we can write here, paste here department, and I want here all the unique departments. So you can write here the function called unique, and we can select the data set here, which one you want to make unique data, and you can press enter. So you can get here all the unique departments: marketing, accounts, R&D, training and operation. Let's see, go and delete this part right now. And for this both function, what formula is there, you can check here. The formula is here, formula text, and we can click the cell address. We got the answer also, unique E2 to E21. Or for the n column, how I got the unique, you can write here again formula text. Formula text is a function that will tell you in a cell what formula is entered. So you can go and check here, unique function, we have done that. So let me go and delete this part right now. Here we can go for classical ribbon here, and we can go for clear all. The data got deleted. Now what we can do, suppose this entire data also maybe some duplicates are there, we can select here, Control C, and I can paste here. So in this data set some duplicate records are there, and I want to find out unique record. So you can write here unique, you can write here unique, and then we can select the data set. For example, let's say A2 to till last we can, how much data we have, we can select here and close the bracket right now and press enter. So in this data is giving you only the unique record, only is the output. Here you can see, if you go and check here, you will have the more data. You can see here 27 records are telling in the count function, but if you go and check on this column, it see that only 20 records are there, right? So you can understand unique function. Let's copy the header also, you can understand better. You can go for Control C and you can go for paste here, Control V. So from a huge data set, if you, and remember function is always dynamic, so that is the way you let me write the formula here. What formula written for this? Right here, formula text, and we can click the cell address right now and press enter, and we got this unique function. So this is a new function in Excel. Let's go for rand function. Rand function work even in the older version of Excel. What is the use of rand function? Suppose you want to generate some random number between 0 and 1. So you can write here rand, and just this is a volatile function, so no need to give any volatile function means it will change automatically, means whenever any changes happen in the Excel. So let's see here, I have written this RAND, and we can drag how much you want this random number, and see here, if you go for formula text here, formula text, and you can go and select the cell address. This is the function written here. But why I told the term called volatile function, see here right now, when you go for, if you go and do something in Excel, just press enter right now and it will change by itself. Some value will change by itself. Getting it? So it is a random functions, right? I don't want this data should be random, it should be a fixed data. So you can select this, go for Control C for copy, and then if you want static data, don't want this random data, so you can go for paste, and you can have an option called paste value only. Right now if you paste as value, this data will never change and this data will be changing here. All of you can see the difference. You can see the difference also here. Whenever if I do something here, this data is changing, random data, but this will never change. So this is the way rand function works. There is always give you output between 0 and 1. Now let me delete this part. Sometime may be handy if you want to generate some data, random data in between, so you can go through that. And one more function has come called RANDBETWEEN. RANDBETWEEN, how it works? You write here the RANDBETWEEN function, and it will ask you, give me the lower limit and upper limit, bottom and top. Suppose for example, I want data minimum should be 10 and maximum should be 99. You can press enter and we can get the data. Remember, when I am trying, I am getting a different number. When you will try, you will get a different number, because it works on CPU status. It will always change also. So here, for example, I want some random data for practice, for generation, some series and all. You can use this. Now this is also a volatile function. If you go and do something in Excel, it will change by itself. But I want to, this data should be static, not random. So you can Control C, and after Control C you can go for paste special. We know the shortcut also very well, Alt Control V, and here we can see, select this data, Control C, and wherever you want to paste as value, go for paste special, value, the shortcut Shift, Control Shift V for value only. You can go and paste here. Now this data will change rand between, but this data never change. So this is static data also. So we learn two function, one is rand function and one is rand between function. Rand function always, it will not take any argument like now function, today function, rand function. These are volatile functions, doesn't take any argument. Rand between function, it will take some argument from bottom and top. You can give some range and you can generate some number and for your usage. But let's say if we have one more improved function has come now in the new version of Excel called RANDARRAY. Go for RANDARRAY function here, go for RANDARRAY, and we can, not rand between, you can go for RANDARRAY function. We can double click on this, and in this RANDARRAY, what we can do, this function asks you how many rows random data you want here. So I'm telling I want 10 rows random data, and I want data how many columns. I want here 2 columns data I want here. Then what will be the minimum number? I want a minimum number should be 10 and maximum number should be 99. And one more argument you can use here, you want the random data should be a whole number or decimal part. So put a comma sign here. Excel says that you want integer means the whole number without any decimal, so you can choose here true. If you want decimal number, you can go for false. So it's your choice. Go and press enter right now. So what we have done, we have told Excel that I want data in 10 rows. So from current selected rows, it will go for 10 row. 2 columns is going for J and K column. The first number should be 10 and the maximum number should be 99, and true means I want integer. So I got this data. Now if you go once again here, right here, RANDARRAY, go for RANDARRAY function, double click on this, and here we can row number 10 and column number, suppose I want here same like column number 2 column I want. You can change also 10, 20, 30 rows and 30 columns as your choice. And here we can say minimum should be suppose 10 and maximum should be 90. But this time I want here decimal value itself. So go for decimal value. Can you see here we got all the data with decimal value. So this is the way this RANDARRAY function comes. So let me write the formula here. The formula is formula text. You can go and check what function I have written here to get this output. So we got here RANDARRAY, the 10 rows, 2 columns, data start from 10, last should be 90, and I want here decimal value, so false. If you go for here also formula text, and you can go and click this data and press enter. In this case you can get 10 row, 2 column, data start from 10, maximum should be 99, and true means here I got the whole number. So this is the way this function works. So in this worksheet we discuss about rand function, rand between, and RANDARRAY. Okay. Now we'll go for another function called text split, a very interesting function here. Let me delete first and show you how it works. So here we can, let's see, I have employee first name and first name, full name. From this data I want to split in first name and last name. So what to do? A very simple function we have here called text split. You can go for text split here, and this function says that where is your text, we can give here. After that, what should be the delimiter? You can write here, in our case what we have the delimiter, space bar. So you can give here a space and you can press enter right now. Easily you can see here the first name, last name got divided. Let me go and drag this data, and we got the output also. So to divide the first name, last name, what function I use here, go for formula text, and here we can just, you can click on the cell and you can come to know the formula. We use a function called text split function, right? It will divide the cells between multiple cells. Let's say here we are going to discuss another two function here called text before and text after. Let me delete the output and show you how it works. So here we have right here the function name itself called text before, and what the function says that it is asking you first where is your data we given, and from till where you want to display this. I want till space data I want in this column. Text before space whatever data we have I want in this column here. Press enter and we got the data right now. You can double click on this, we got this data. All data we got from, let me write the formula for you. Here we have formula text and you can click the cell address. So function itself called text before. Now what we have, so we learn here text split and text before. Let's go and a new function we will discuss right now called text after. So right here the function called text after, double click on this, my data we have here, and I want data after space. So here you can give here space bar and you can double click on this and we got the data right now, and double here you can extract this and you can go and see the formula what I've written here. So you can go for this function called text after. So we discuss here three function, like we have a data in full in a cell, how to divide in multiple columns. We can do that. The function called text split. If you have a data set and you want to fetch the data before a certain delimiter, we have space, comma, semicolon, hash, whatever it is. You can write here text before cell address and give the delimiter, and before that data it will fetch and give it to you. Text after, just you can say opposite of text before, means you can give some delimiter until after that only data you want, so you can get that also. Now we'll go for a new function called text join. How it works, let's see here. So I have a data here, employee's name, first name, middle name and last name. Right now I want to make full name here. So how to do that? We can write here the function called text join. Go for the function called text join, and this function says that what is the delimiter you want here. When you join this all three, first name, middle name, last name, so what will be the delimiter? So I want a space to with the delimiter, and here you say that if in between some blank cells are there, I should ignore that or include that. So it depends on the user. So see, if in between some space is there, better we can ignore empty cells. We'll write here true, and after that I can go and select the data set here and close the bracket right now and press enter. And here we can see here, you can double click on this, you see all the data got joined. So this is the way. Let's see, write the formula here. So when how the false works, let me tell you that also. Instead of space, suppose I want here, let's say for learning purpose I am giving here @ sign. Okay. Now when you go for double click on this and we can drag this. So all data is getting joined right now wherever So now let's see here, because I given here output is true. Let me write the formula here, go for formula text and we can check this. So here given true means if it is in between some blank cells are there, it will ignore that. Okay. But if I give here false, let's see how it's differ from the true. So right here once again here text join, go for the function called, here we have text join, and text join I want here the delimiter should be @ sign like earlier one itself, and this time I will give here false. False means you can go and check here and then you give the data set here, all this 3 column, all this you can give here, press enter right now. So when you give a false, let's see what is the difference is happening right now. Wherever the blank cells are there, wherever the blank cells are, wherever the employees the middle name is not available, text join is giving an extra delimiter. That is the reason we have difference between true and false. If you give false, if you give true means, let me go and write here formula text here. So if you are writing here the true part means, if in between the data set some blank cells are there, it will ignore that. But if you give here false means it will not ignore, wherever the blank cells are there, the delimiter number will keep on getting added. So this is also example comes under a new function of Excel. So we discuss about unique function, we discuss about RANDBETWEEN, RANDARRAY, we discuss then text split, text before, text after, and text join. Let's see one function called here sequence function, how it works. So let me go and add here one new worksheet. So you can go for right click and go for insert here, how to insert worksheet. So I have let's see, I want to generate here some serial number. Okay, go for serial number, and in this I want here one serial number 1 to 100. So I can write here sequence function right here, go for sequence. It say that how many rows data you want here. So I want here 10 numbers, and inside that I want here starting position 1, and one column I want here starting position 1, and the stop position you can give here, for example starting position I want here one number should we get increased, so you can write here 1 and press enter right now. So because you given data should be in one column and it should be till 10th row, and the starting position should be 1 and the step value should be 1 1. So let me write here formula text here. So here you can go and check. So this is also a formula. Right now again I want here a sequence, but this time I want here 1 to 100 all the even numbers. So right here how it works. So right here sequence function, here you can see how many rows data you want. I can give here 100 rows, or starting position in one column data I want, or maybe this time I want here, okay, let it be 100 column, 100 rows and one column. Starting position I want to give here 2 and step value 2. So first number will be 2, and 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8. So from 2 to 100 all the even number will be get generated here. You can press enter right now, and you can see here first number is 2 and the last number will be here, you can say last number, because they are given 100 rows, so 2 to number gap is there, so it will go till 100 rows here. So 100 rows means you can see here the 200 data is there. If you want value till 100 itself, so row position you can give 50 itself. So you can generate here with the help of sequence function, even number series, odd number series, right? Anything you can do that. So we discuss about unique function. Let's go for filter function, how it works. So let's see, let me delete the output, and first I will show you that how it is works. So I have this data, and from there I want some filter data in some other location. So function itself called filter. So the table first is asking you what is the table. So my entire table name is this. This is my table. I can fix it here with the help of function F4. We can lock it, or now here we can put a comma sign here. Now what we will do, we can filter function first is the entire table we have selected. After table it asks you filter. First we have the entire table. We can put $2 before and after rows and columns. So all the, and after that I want to filter from this data only employees are working in training department. So I can select this entire data this time. We can fix it, function F4, and press here equal sign right here training, and we can Press enter right now. I see out of all this data, we got all the employees are working in training department itself. So from a huge data set, let me write the formula here. Go for formula text and we can click the cell address right now. So this is the way you can filter the data according to your criteria. So this is also an advanced function we have in Excel, filter function. Let's learn one new function called choose rows. So choose rows function, how it works, let's see here. So I have this data, and in this data I want to take only some particular rows in some other location. So heading I will copy here. Let's see, write the formula here. I am telling here the function itself called here choose rows. Choose rows here, and you say that how is the argument asking you this function, you can see here. So see once again, first of all let's select this entire data. This is my entire data we have, and you can fix it here. From this data, which are the rows you want in the destination? I want here, for example, let's see, I want here row number 5 and row number 10 and row number, let's say for example 15. In certain situation I can press enter right now, and only those data I got here, row number 5, 10 and 15. So this is the way here. Let me write the formula here, right here, formula text, and you can click the cell address right now. So choose rows means from a huge data set, some particular rows you want to fetch in some other location. You can use this function called choose function. Choose rows. Go for choose column, how it works. For example, let's say I have this data set. Let me go and write here from this, I want here employees name and their department. I want in some other location. Control C, headers, and you can paste somewhere else. Header is not compulsory, but it will help you to understand your data. Now I can write here, go for choose calls, you can go for choose columns, and first of all you have to give the entire table. In this entire table you can fix it here, F4, and in this entire table I want here which are the columns we have, employee name and departments. Name is second column and department is fifth column. So right here second and fifth columns I want here. You can go and press enter right now, and here you can get here employee number, second column and fifth column, you got it. So these are the some situation may demands, like in a huge data set you want to take some particular columns, you can go for choose columns. If you want to get some data from top some rows, you can go for choose rows functions. So these all are new functions are available in the Office 365 and 2021, and very helpful for understanding your data and extracting some informations and all. So these are the things we should know in the basic 365 new functions. So if you are looking for this kind of more informative video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. So in this video we discuss about Excel introduction, how to do navigation inside the Excel interface we discuss in detail, what is ribbon or QAT. One of the major topic in Excel called referencing we discuss in detail, like what is absolute referencing, relative referencing and mixed referencing. How we can create names in Excel, like with the help of name manager, how to create name, edit name, delete name and use in formula all these names. Then we discuss about financial functions, like how to calculate EMI, how to create present value, how to calculate rate of interest in Excel. And last we discuss about some new function has come in Excel in Office 365, like filter function or sort by, unique function, sequence function in Excel.
ExcelR. We don't just train, we build careers.